Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm gonna change the name of Kick real quick as well. While we're at it, change the name on Kick stream real quick. Then we will move to the next thing. Ah, Jesus, Jesus Christ! Just like got hit with like a bunch of Russian. See what it did? Sorry, hold on. What was that sound I made again? Ah, damn. I really love how so yeah, Kick definitely has recognized that, like, definitely knows my channel. They have definitely they push my stream from just chatting to like to digital art like every time, so I don't get as much of a I say it, so I don't get as much of like I don't get engagement, which is kind of crazy. It's pretty rough. I know that the irony is hold on, I'll go on my tangent in just a sec. I need to fix something though. How do I hello? There we go. Oops. Hold on. Sorry. Just need to fix this. I'll go on my tangent later. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Okay. Then we'll change that back to just chatting. For some odd fucking reason, just doesn't want to do that. Doesn't want to, like, let me say it. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let me put no AI too. Let me see if anybody even, like, let's see. Aha, it is a thing. Thought so. Alright. Alrighty. There's someone here on Kick right now? I guess it's probably just me. Just thinking it's not me. Okay. Alright. Oh, YouTube. Oh, YouTube. Why, oh why do you do this to me? I do everything right with YouTube. And it just never wants to work. Never does. Never does for some odd reason, dude. It's like Twitch works. Don't understand why YouTube doesn't, you know? It's like I swear to God, man, I try so hard to make it work. It just doesn't sometimes. Again. And then I have to wait a minute to see if it even fucking works, because sometimes it won't work, but then, oh wait, sometimes I don't have to wait 1 minute, I have to wait 2 minutes. And then sometimes it doesn't even work when it hits 2 minutes. Sometimes I have to wait 3 or 4. Because fucking, for some odd reason, YouTube just doesn't freaking work sometimes. I don't understand why. You know, you know. Oh wait, sorry. Oh right. I'm sorry. I have to update. I forgot. I have to update this stupid program. I have to update this fucking program in order for it to find YouTube, because for some odd reason, YouTube, like Twitch and Kick, for some odd reason work even when this thing hasn't been updated yet. Usually I'll install the update afterwards, but for some odd reason, YouTube's got to have like the most pristine version from this third-party fucking extension. Like, I don't understand it, man. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the Cloud Empire taxes. You know, Council will love this one, but, you know, that doesn't really help me. Ah, dude, I don't understand why, dude. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why this keeps fucking happening. Every time, dude. Every time, man. Every time. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't understand, dude. Ah, God, why, dude? Like I don't try to be angry. I'm not trying to be angry. Like I'm trying to be like patient with this, but for some odd reason, oh wow, now it works. God. It's like after I close the program, reopen, or after I close the program, refresh it, reopen it. You know, I didn't update it this time. Thank God I didn't update it, because that would have taken fucking forever. But oh my God, dude. Like, I don't understand. Why is it so hard for YouTube to connect? It's like, dude, there's no stream there. Yeah, there is. It's like, why does it take much longer? Like, Twitch connects quite fine. Kick connects quite fine. I know that YouTube is not as like meant for streaming, but here's the difference. Oh no. Okay. Um, you know, it's like freaking I don't get it, man. I don't get why YouTube does this, man. I don't understand. You know, I don't get why YouTube like freaking um on technical difficulties. There we go. Dude, like I don't get it. Your my Wi-Fi might shut off, but like I just want to like I don't know, man. Just fucking like, you know, it's so weird because YouTube, like, here's the difference though. Here's the difference between all the social media platforms. YouTube makes a profit, has made a profit, like, is in the black. Like, it's been in the black for a long time, or it's been in the black for, like, at least, don't get me wrong, I get it, it was in 2020, but like, they've been in the black for 6 years. I know that that's not a lot, but that's like, but you would think that their shit would just be working, if they've been in if they've been in the black or for long enough, right? But nope. And then like, and that's at the minimal 6 years. Who knows if they've been lying and maybe in like 2016 they were profitable, but like they're definitely profitable now. They have a net profit every year. So it's like, or they have a net profit and it increases like a lot. It's still increasing to this day. But Twitch is in the red and Kick is in the red. So why are two companies that are in the red have a better streaming platform than fucking one that has a net profit? Just explain that to me, I'm just saying. And like, you could be like, oh yeah, well, Amazon has all this technical stuff. YouTube is Google. We're talking about Google here, dude. The thing that's been around for fucking decades and found out and figured out this whole fucking like video platform thing, and not only streaming thing before, like, before even, or not before, but like, while, like, they may have developed it after Twitch, but it was like they figured this thing out, like, you know like while they were with like a profit. I don't know, man. It's just like, it's crazy. They figured this shit. They should have figured it out by now. It's like, I get the idea, because like Twitch also was having its trouble in like 2014. But here's the fucking problem. That was at a time when the internet was not like, was not like fiber cables and was by satellite. Well, there was fiber cables probably. It just wasn't as common. Like, the internet was just far worse back then, and they still figured out how to like have streamers have like a smooth stream and like be able to like connect it to like all these third party shit. I get it, but it's like, it's been a decade, or it's been 12 years since YouTube has like, introduced streaming. Like, dude. Like, figure it out, man. So like, that's the thing. They won't because they don't have any fucking staff anymore. So it's not like, it's really working that well. But like, just like, what do people like? I don't know, man. It's so annoying. I get it. Like, even, okay, wait, sorry, hold on. Let me add this too. Let me add this one thing. Friggin' Rumble, out of all places, has figured out streaming. They have like video up, like, people upload long form videos, short form videos, and streaming. And streaming works flawlessly there. It connects flawlessly with this program. So why does YouTube not? Like, what is their excuse? Like, if Rumble can even do that, something that's been around like a lot shorter than YouTube, like, and one that has a far more niche audience, why do they have a better, like, why do they have a better streaming program, or why do they have like a better, way to stream than freaking, congratulations, Master Liberty, you feel you're hydrated. How do you feel? Sorry. I'm sorry that you caught me in the middle of a rant. I know you guys like fucking, I know, I guess you guys like that, but dude, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. I know I rant about YouTube a lot. I rant about YouTube all the fucking time. And I get that you like, I know that people are so tired of hearing a YouTuber complain about a streaming platform that they're on, but it's like, or complaining about like a streaming platform that like, or not streaming platform, but yeah, no, complaining about just, you've heard people complain about YouTube all the time. I know, I get it, I understand. It sucks. It's annoying. Like, hearing a person bitch about being able to like freaking make YouTube video or like, stream on YouTube or fucking like sit on their ass and fucking like while they're talking to people like just all over the fucking globe, I get that, I get that. It's annoying, right? But it's like, but at the same time, it's just like, it's like Twitch sure has its problems, but they fix their problems and then like, and people still bitch about them. They fix their problems and they understand their problems and like but they also at least like understand like they still have to have a functioning platform in order for the platform to work, especially like with their new rebrand, with now them trying to be more family friendly versus like while Kick is the more edgy type. I get that. It's like, sorry, it's just like it's like the irony is at the very least they at least fucking try to make sure that their shit like that things function, if that makes any sense. YouTube just doesn't care. I get the idea, I get the idea that yes, they're corporate companies. We should not expect that out of all of them. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish I could just like, the irony is like, if a lot of people, I don't know, it's a giant corporate platform and we're using it. And there are probably plenty of people that tried to make alternatives to these places, but it clearly didn't work and people just aren't, doing that. I mean, Rumble exists, but again, like, so Rumble is definitely meant for like the Gamergate, politically incorrect, Epstein fucking, Epstein created group, but fucking, I'm not getting into politics, I promise. I just, but like there needs to be a platform for people that care again, I'm not saying, I know that SketchTube exists. I know that there's like, Fur Affinity is more for furries. I know that I know Picardio exists too, but that's an very niche platform that also again doesn't really that's a niche, very super niche platform that doesn't have a variety of things, so you don't really get people that are all that interested in that stuff other than porn. I'm not saying that regular SFW artists can't be popular on there, but every fucking fetish like artist under the sun is there, so it's very clear people do that to either jerk off or like commission like somebody to make their to jerk off to like their own fucking themselves, I guess. I don't know. But it's just like, it would just be nice to just have like a platform that is like, it would be nice to have a platform that just like works and like, like that works and just is like, I don't know. If we just had like the opposite version, like had Rumble, but it was, how do I say it? Rumble, but it wasn't like just full of like Gamergate people, or at least they weren't Gamergate people weren't prioritized, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe obviously I'm old, so it's not like, I'm old, but I'm old. Sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that impression, but it's like, I get it. I'm old, there's a lot of problems that happen. I don't even know if Master Liberty's still here. Probably just scared him away. Yeah, I get it. I'm old, it's like, I get it. This kind of thing is about to be the thing of the past, but like, brother, oh God, just like, I have no idea. We know by this point the illusion of corporations is just like fucking so stupid. I get it, fucking read a book, like fucking go to the library, like fucking, it's like go outside. I get that, I get the idea, but it's like I am a shit poster. I am a trash poster, It's like people obviously, you like fucking people call me artist, but I'm not really even necessarily an artist. There's not really anywhere for me to go, even artists, there's not really, there is SketchTube again, but just like getting people incentively, like, okay, hold on, let me go to SketchTube real quick, because to be fair, they updated a few things. And let me see before I judge, right? Because I have gone to like SketchTube before, but they mainly just had like, they just have like, you know, like art thingies, if that makes any sense. Like they just have like art, how do I say this? They just have like, they have like short animations, but they don't have like sound or anything like that. It's not like videos or like full-fledged animations. It's just kind of like short things. And that's fine, you know, I'm not complaining, like, to be fair. It just feels more like a DeviantArt, like, you know, old DeviantArt compared to, like, versus, like, you know, hi, Omsk, how's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hoping it went well for you. Like, don't get me wrong, it feels like it's a good platform, it's just, it's very much just like old DeviantArt. I did say that it didn't have sand, that's kind of my problem. But, like, it's good, but like at the same time, it's just, you know, the top things are like super short stuff, and like, you know, maybe I'm spoiled by art, obviously, you know, like this kind of should be the standard, but you know, it just like, have you told your parent about it? Flipping elongates, what the hell? What the fuck? Oh. The fuck? Okay. Yeah, that feels like old. That feels like old. Did I mute it? Oh, oops. Sorry. I don't know what I'm hitting that's muting it. I didn't hit 3 this time, I don't think.
What in the electronic entertainment exo is happening here?
It's just, it's like, I don't know, dude. It's called SketchTube. Like, how do I explain this? Basically, they wanted, like, basically this person wanted to make, like, a platform like YouTube, but it feels more like old DeviantArt, right? And that's not a bad thing, you know, but like, it just feels like a little, thanks. Yeah, wow. That timing is insane. All right, yeah, I get it, you know. Wow. Jesus. Well, of course that would be the one I would click on. Um, you know, just like I'm gonna keep this up here because this is great. Yeah, I mean, just, you know, it's unfortunate because like I I actually was one of the people that that paid for paid for one of the Kickstarters of this platform, and it wasn't Kickstarter, but it was like a Patreon thing of this platform. Um, you know, so yeah, guess I'm one of the backers, but like, you know, um but it's very unfortunate because I thought it was going to be like an alternative YouTube, but it was more like an alternative. It was more like old Tinder and old DeviantArt. So like if you liked Tinder back then, you know, before it got like crazy insane, or you liked old DeviantArt, this is the place for you. This is definitely the place for you. It's just kind of hard to like, you know, I guess this one's fine. I don't know. I'm warming up to it, I guess. It's interesting. How do I say this? Like, cause compared to old YouTube, you used to just kind of see just a random assortment of stuff, and it was great, right? Don't get me wrong, there was a moment where there was mostly animations, but like a lot of cartoons, but you did feel like there was just like genuinely like just a variety of things on here. And like, you know, and unfortunately YouTube kind of like was pretty good at getting you addicted to it. It's kind of the same thing. It's like this is not necessarily that. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you know, again, it works if it, you know, works with like if you like DeviantArt or even Newgrounds, you know, like old DeviantArt and old what do you call it? An old old DeviantArt and like old freaking. Thanks, someone.
Well,
I think.
I guess I'll stream today.
Oh no, Neon. It's Neon Sheep this time. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just it's neat. It just, I just kind of wish there's other things, but like at the same time, I mean, I would probably go here to like look at some art on occasion, you know. But like, you know, but I don't know if I would
I love making phones play PC games.
making phones play PC games. Oh, like phones what do you call it? Oh, is that where phone A has been? Or phones has been? Yeah, I don't know. Like it's definitely like, I don't know. I would say this probably is like great for like a teenager. Like, when I was like a teenager, that kind of thing. It really does just genuinely feel like old, like, like old Tumblr, old DeviantArt, old like what do I call it? Like old freaking Pinterest and all the old platforms. So like it just doesn't really feel like YouTube, if that makes any sense. It's very charming. It's just, it's extremely charming as I'm clicking through a bunch of it, but like, it just least liked. Why? Wow, that's a little mean. Hold on. Least liked. This is the least liked? Wow. Wow, that's mean. 0 stars? Hold on. Oh, okay. This is just likes. Okay. I was like, God damn. Like, that's mean. Okay. I was about to say, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It has potential. It just, not potential, but it has like I don't know. It's just specifically because it's like purely just art. Because it's purely just art, there probably isn't a whole lot for other people. But then again, at the same time, artists kind of, wanted a platform where, they can at least just like be themselves again. So I have no idea what's going on here. I have no idea.
Welcome to another hot and heavy, super exciting edition of Speak of the Devil with two of the horniest co-anchors in all of Access.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that there was gonna be people like this old being on here. That's cool. It's cool. Good for them.
And I'm Sophia. And with us tonight is the great televangelist, the Messiah.
I can't hear shit, but
who claims to be Christ.
Huh. Alright. That's cool. Alright, good for them. Good for them. Alright, well, I don't know. Like I said, just give it time. What is this? Wow, magnificent. Hold on, what was the star thing? What's this? Okay. Is that quite? Somebody just like make quite? Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna assume this person's a fan of Quite or something, because that looks like a fucking like glasses with like a mask. I don't know. Just looks like a Quite PNG. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I am clicking on a lot of shit because I actually am genuinely like, I do get interested in this kind of stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like it's neat. It is neat. It's just like, would I go on it all the time? Probably not. But then again, why would I want to like be addicted to a different social media platform? I don't know. So, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting to think about, God damn. Fucking nose is like fucking opening up. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, y'all have not spoken in a while, so I'm gonna assume I'm probably by myself by this point. I was originally trying to derail, like, just immediately derail the stream by I was gonna bring up like E3 from like 2008 just to like really derail the stream. to you know, the housing crisis fucking, you know, E3. So you know, I don't know if it would be 2007 or 2008. It's one of them. But this was like, I don't know. I did some research and try to like figure out what was the most chaotic E3 stream or E3 stream.
I'm
E3,
still here.
E3 conference back in the day. And apparently this one is considered the most like this one is considered like the worst one because this was during like the housing crash. So I'm kind of curious exactly like what has been said here. And like, you know, which is kind of crazy because when you think about it, you know, like I think this is I don't remember if it was this. I think it was, yeah, in 2008 like the Wii like came out. So it's kind of interesting to think about like exactly what could have been said here. We're gonna watch the Sony one, the Xbox one, and then the Nintendo one. And I just want to genuinely see what they like what was so unhinged about it. I haven't watched any of these. Like I didn't look at any of the reviews or anything. I didn't look like, you know, at any of like the analysis of it or anything like that. I just was mainly looking at like, you know, I was mainly like just trying to look at like information on like, okay, which E3 was like the worst one, and apparently 2008 was the worst one. Like, is what it's been ranked, I guess. Like, I don't know. I kind of want to see the 2007 one be like, you know, today, and maybe the 2008 one tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm so curious, you know, because I feel like the year before would have been something that they would have just accidentally predicted, or like something that they would say that would be like that would not age well the next year. Because that seems to happen a lot, like with that seems to happen a lot with like a lot of game like or with a lot of what do you call it? Anything that involves like video games or like game stuff, you know. And this was at the time when E3 existed, so since E3 doesn't really exist anymore. But yeah, like, you know, this is at the time when all that shit existed at the time, so how many times I'm gonna say at the time? I don't know. Yeah. So I'm genuinely curious what they were thinking. Hi, Tough Beam. How was work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. So I don't know. We're gonna see how unhinged this shit is, dude. Like, genuinely. Why are you spamming emotes? Gonna say something or just, um,
Follow back.
sorry. I really don't want to, I apologize. I don't really like the sub per sub kind of thing. I apologize. I don't know. I'll bounce between like I said, I mean, I'll check out your stream at one point, but like, you know, I don't really do the sub for sub kind of thing. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's start off with Sony. I don't. So from what I remember, so this was, let's see. So this was 2008. This was after the PlayStation 2 was like already had like its crazy like hit moments, cuz what, in 2000s, 2005, I want to say, is kind of when it like hit it's kind of when it like started slowing down. 2005, 2006 maybe is when it started like slowing down a little bit. And like the PS2 was kind of just
The PS3 was out.
The PS3 was out in 2008? No. Was the PS3 out in 2008? No way, really? Hold on. Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's like, you know. All right. I'm like spoiling it, so, you know.
I know the 360 was.
Yeah, the 360 was, but I don't think the PS3 was out yet. All right, then. Yeah, because well, Xbox. Okay, here's the reason why I know the Xbox 360 was because like I think Xbox Live like in 2005, I want to say 2005, 2006, like it like like really started like picking up in like 2010, I want to say. Well, I think it was 2007 was kind of when it like really started. Like Xbox Live was like starting to still kind of be like not a new thing, but like was interesting to a lot of people because just connecting to people and just playing video games like across like all platforms was like so new and so different. And like PlayStation like uh and PlayStation I think was losing its you know, speed. And then fucking, you know, Nintendo kind of went after a different market and was kind of smart at the time, but you know, we'll start with PlayStation because I'm genuinely curious how much they fought out. Damn, for 2008, this is kind of neat looking. Sorry, just like, you know, I know just a bunch of shapes across the screen, but like it genuinely has style, if that makes any sense. Like I know this sounds crazy, but like if you looked at like the Game Awards, it's very like there's a lot of like graphic stuff, sure, and there's a lot of like crazy there's like certain things that happen. And I get it, but it's like it's so weird because this one like try to integrate like, you know, like videography mixed with like, you know, live action and try to like blend it in kind of well. I don't know. It's just a bunch of shapes. I get it, but it actually doesn't feel like, you know, it doesn't feel like as soulless, if that makes any sense. It just usually a lot of times with a lot of corporate things, you just kind of feel the soullessness in it, but I don't know. This just kind of is pretty neat. I know, you know. I know a lot. Okay, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, man, well, this is like a really old edit, man. Well, you could do this in like 2 seconds, and I get it back then. Even then, you could probably do this in no problem. But like, you know, like no problem because obviously like Photoshop and like, you know, all this shit like existed. So you know, a lot of video things existed, but like, it was cool. It was like, you know, it's just kind of cool to see like, you know, style, if that makes any sense. You know, we're used to like I'm just used to like corporations, like, you know, we got way too used to corporations just acting like soulless weirdos. So or not weirdos, but like being so disconnected from like the sorry, so disconnected from like the average like human being that like what do you call it? The average human being that basically like indie games like absolutely rip the like corporate market to shreds. So I know it sounds crazy, but yes, corporations, despite being obviously still corporations and all like about money, they at least like pretended that they were not. They at least pretended like you know, how do you say it? They at least like pretended to try to at least like be, you know, a company rather than just like something evil. You know, try to be something that actually was like, you know, like how do I say it? Making products for people rather than just like trying to suck out like your soul, if that makes any sense. See, like, look at that intro, man. That was style. That was some style there, you know. I know a lot of people, you know, I'm also probably very easily impressed, but, you know, I don't know. It just oozes style. It has some nice style compared to, like, you know, compared to a lot of other, how you say it? Compared to a lot of other problems, so.
The subject's name is...
I'm actually not sure what
Hi,
game we're looking at. Hi, Kabeko. How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you.
Richard B. Riddick.
I am not going to lie. There might be a lot of games that pop up and I like completely forgot about them. So I am going to be completely honest. I probably also never played like certain games. This was like near the Nintendo era, so I actually ended up kind of more like I ended up playing a lot of like Xbox and like and Nintendo games at the time. Sony was PlayStation was not doing too hot around this time, I'll say that.
No hero.
Another Solid Snake. Hold on, wait. There was another Solid Snake made at this time? I swear to God, I remember like it was in like 2005, I believe they made like a Solid Snake, or I'm pretty sure it was like 2005, they made like they were like announcing another Solid Snake thing. I don't know if that's what that is, but that's crazy. I don't know.
We love when the snake is solid.
I didn't even notice that. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so very old school editing there where it shows the screens
You
of
get to be
like,
background noise while I try to sleep.
yeah, where what do you call it? Where it shows, oh well, there's gonna be a lot of guitar music. I'm very sorry. There's gonna be a lot of rock music playing in the background. Yeah, so it's like the one thing I didn't even think about. We love when the snake is solid. Yeah, like, haha, gay. Anyway,
Guess what? I'm in my childhood hospital. LMFAO. And also I want to say that I doubt anyone cares that I was born at 23 weeks LMFAO. Yes, I'm an extreme preemie. Hee. Imagine trying to sleep.
Imagine trying to sleep. Well, doesn't seem like you're going to be able to this time. Sorry to say it. If like with this, video that I'm watching, it is very funny with like the style that they just like that they played all the screen. Look at all these screens, by the way. I know that it was like multiple monitor or like not multiple monitors, but it was like, well, actually, I don't know if it was one big screen and then a bunch of small screens, or if it was, I think it was one big screen. But yes, like notice how it was just like all this shit, dude. It takes up like a quarter of the screen. Like this was just the style at the time.
No hero.
Yeah. You also gotta love the fact that they were showing, hold on. You gotta love the fact that they were showing multiple different gameplay footage. Hold on. Like, look at all this different, like, gameplay footage. You have to, like, focus on one.
No hero.
Anyway. Like that. Like, look at, there's 3 screens with the same thing, and then 2 screens with 2 completely different things. Even back then, man, they were really trying to get try to get kids brain rotted early, weren't they? My goodness, man. It's crazy. It just didn't work with us. Wow, it's wild. Corporations, I guess, have been doing this for years, haven't they? Anyway, sorry. I make the joke. Could you even tell that was a Solid Snake game? Just like the FPS shooter. I'm like, that doesn't even like. I mean, maybe call me weird, but like, I swear, Solid Snake just looked a little different than that. But then again, I also have the reference of the best Solid Snake game, the fucking solid, like, Metal Gear Rising. So, like, that doesn't even have Snake in it. It's just, like, completely different, like, character that's just fucking awesome. So. Brother, like, okay, hold on. Look at that, like, okay, hold on. Ready? Hold on. Check this shit out. Like, basketball, sorry. Anyway. Okay, hold on. What is it? Who is looking at this many screens? There's different things happening in each one. Who is looking at this? Like, look at that. Who is looking at all that? Like, how do you look at stuff in like that short a time? I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, okay, like definitely, at least in the modern day, they at least got that right, where it's like all the screens are like, like the same, or at least there's 3 big giant screens. I know this is 2008, so technology was still kind of building itself up to get to like large screen stuff, but like there's so much shit going on in every single screenshot or in every single video. Like I don't understand how are people gonna be able to do that, man? Or how people like gonna, I don't know. It's just so weird. It's like I don't know, God. It's not like, I'm not trying to bitch, like, I'm bitching about it, but it's like, I don't know. It's just so funny to look at. All right. Anyway. If I have this much to say about...
how funny is it that I survived being born at 23 weeks of my mother's pregnancy? LMFAO. I literally got a circle on my throat from that trichotomy. LMFAO.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, is that why? Okay, is that why your voice is different? That makes a lot more sense. Brother, there's 3 different gameplay videos. Like, I get the idea, but like, it's like, oh man, look how much game we have. But like, brother, like, just for a second, like Like there's there's a group of people probably on the left-hand side that are like, okay, what the fuck, like what's going on? And then
Yeah,
like,
that's why I even had a trichotomy in the first place.
okay, that makes sense. All right, that's fair enough. Sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, you know, on the bright side, you got a voice for like a fucking cool ass badass villain character. So, you know, in the future, I still think you really, really should, like, even if you're not gonna be like a voice actor, like I said, if you like see like a show that has like a really badass character, like super villain character in it, like I mean like a dark deity of destruction, you need to voice act that character at least. You need to do that because that would be so cool, dude. I don't know. Like I'm just saying, like you have way too good of a voice for that shit, you know? So, anyway, all good things on this earth, and then didn't even finish it. It was like all good things of this earth, and then it just like cuts. Gameplay, Gar Crash, woo! Ragdoll physics. Brother, there's multiple games on, like there's multiple things on screen. Jesus Christ, chill. Like on multiple screens, dude. Give people a second. Like, this makes sense. This is fine. Because it's like, you know, this is just like, you know, people from every angle can at least look at each screen. But oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm being copyrighted so heavily from this, I just realized. Oh well. They had to lower the volume of the music. It's too much. Oh yeah, this is a Yakuza. What? Sorry, hold on. That is so fucking 2000s. Hold on, wait, you ready? Explosion! Golf! Explosion!
Also, I'd say that my voice fits for stuff like robots and demons. Or even people from Greek mythology. LMAO.
Sorry, Greek mythology? Let's see. My voice fits for stuff like robots and demons. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, that's exactly what I mean, dude. Like, you gotta love that. PS2, or, okay, you're right, it was the PS3. Hold on. Yeah. It was like, you know, gameplay, PS3, and then be like, explosion, golf, Jedi, explosion, people walking, explosion! Oh my god, epic building shot of exploding building. Hell yeah, 2000s, woo! This was still late 2000s, but like, you know, they definitely were still like on the edgy era, like, you know, fading edgy era of like explosions, edginess, yeah, darkness, woo! It's like, yeah, give me all these action sequences, woo! Get you really fucking hyped for fucking Yakuza. Hell yeah. Oh god! This was the PSP era! Oh my god, I remember this era! Oh my god. Oh, I forgot that the Nintendo DS was like was killing them in this time. Holy shit. I totally forgot about that. This is the PSP era. This is, okay, here's the most unfortunate thing about this era is that Danganronpa was like on the PSP, and I swear to god, if there wasn't like some kind of weird fandom for Danganronpa, I would have never gotten into Danganronpa. Like, I never knew that it was a PlayStation Sony like exclusive. Like, these were the people that really loved.
So I'd say Madness Combat is good.
Say Madness Combat is good. Was that in the catalog? I don't remember. I don't even recognize most of these games, to be honest. So I don't know, dude. It was crazy. Like, I don't know. It's very interesting seeing Sony to really they have to show. Okay, I believe around this time, if you had to show sports clips of sports games, I believe you were kind of a little screwed, because this was the time when they were showing a lot of FPS shooters. So it's if you were a game company that couldn't show crazy edgy graphics at the time, you know, this was considered top graphics, by the way, in 2008. I know, crazy.
Nah, Madness Combat is that series that's on Newgrounds.
It's on Newgrounds. Okay, that's fair. Oh yeah, that's right. You showed me that. That's right. That was the one with Tricky and all that. I forgot about that. The clown dude. Yeah. That was fun. That was a fun watch. I liked when we watched that. It was yeah. This was a time when like when freaking like graphics meant everything. So like you know how a lot of like basketball games look like actually look real now, pretty much. That's essentially what they were trying to do for years, pretty much. If you had to show the sports games, that means that you were trying to show off your graphics, but like you didn't have anything else to show for it. Like it's like car games, right? It's like when basically like anti-aliasing and like fucking like RTX on and shit. You know how a lot of like modern games now show like basically if they want to show like really intense realistic looking graphics, they show like a car game and it's like this fucking looks like just like a real ass car like driving through the fucking like speeding on like a fucking racetrack, and then like the grass flies.
Anyway, A&M 2 files are used
like,
by Binding of Isaac's animations.
I can't even remember the name of the fucking game, but you know what I mean. Not the Forza, but what do you call it? Anyway, A&M 2 files are used by Binding of Isaac animations. That's fair. Oh, okay. I did not know that. That makes sense. I mean, they were also friends at the time, I think. I don't know if it was the same developer or if it was a lot of the Newgrounds people also used to know each other, so it makes sense that they would kind of, use art styles from each other at the time. How do I say this? Yeah, no. So I mean, at the time, just like game graphics were just like, or not game graphics, not talking about the Newgrounds games, but at the time, like freaking, that's essentially the equivalent. Like this at this time, that's the equivalent of that, is where it's just some game shows like a race car game that you need to have like a high-end fucking PC that can load like every single fucking texture and shadow and graphic like to ever exist.
All right, bye. Take care, dog.
To basically look
day.
as real as possible. All right, you have a good night, Kabeko. Now it's just the VOD watchers here. How you doing, VOD? I don't know. I think someone said I was background noise, but how you doing, VOD watchers? I don't know if Neon Sheep is here still, but how you doing, VOD watchers? Yeah, it's just me and you now. This is probably the most unhinged stream you've probably seen, so hello. Yeah, so, this shit is, like, fucking unhinged as hell, dude. Or this shit is, like, not unhinged, sorry. This was, like, it's the equivalency, so I need to shut up now. Move on to something else. Wow. Was that Spider-Man? Hold on. Wait, hold on. You gotta love how that guy looked like fucking Adam ruins everything. Hold on, you ready? Ready to show off like crazy graphics? Hold on. There you go. That looks like Adam Conover. I'm not joking you. Hello. How are you? How are you, evil phones? I don't know if you're the regular phones or if you're like someone else like, pretending to be phones. I never know. So, how you doing? Yeah, like, dude, that character just straight up looks like Adam Conover from Adam.
I'm the
Ruins
actual phone
Everything. Okay, got it. Oh, damn, there was, God, what was it? Yesterday. I think it was yesterday? Yeah, when we watched Amazing Digital Circus. You should have been there, dude. Man, we were talking about Jax being, or, actually, I shouldn't spoil it if you were watching the Amazing Digital Circus. There's something we were talking about. It was like, I don't know, we were like, man, dang, phone should have been here for this, but I couldn't remember. So, or I couldn't remember what it was, but I mean, I'm talking about the Amazing Digital Circus thing, but there was also something else, but I can't remember. There's been a few things you missed, so. How dare. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, it just straight up looks like fucking Adam Conover. Though, I will say this. I'm glad that this dude is like, I'm glad that Adam Conover is like, at least not fucking like, I'm glad that he's actually, in the modern day. I'm glad that he's like trying to make things better for a lot of people.
I just have outs for my different devices. I'm on my VR headset RN.
Oh, damn. Okay. I see. Damn. Can't believe you're watching me on VR. Man, yeah, wow, these graphics are so crazy on VR, right? The 2008 graphics, don't mind that's a housing crisis at the time. At the time of that recording. And, of course, this obviously totally high quality, definitely like testing your graphics like, fucking, fucking, video, not video, fucking animatic here. Yeah, fucking, so it's interesting, like it's so interesting because it's like, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on to a different tangent for just a second. I'm glad that Adam Conover is still at least like acting, I'm glad that he's on the side of, people, Americans. And yes, I'm gonna get into politics for 2 seconds. I'm not gonna stay on it. And I promise that this time. I know I say that a lot, but I do promise it. I'm glad that he's acting like I'm glad that he's like on the side of like the regular people. But despite all that, dude fucking ruined like hell, or the dude helped ruin the internet. I do not like big celebrities like him on the internet. I'm sorry, but fuck him.
Excuse.
Excuse what? What, Adam Conover? No, I don't like the fact that he like fucked up the internet. I'm sorry. I don't like that he was a part of the 2016 era of content creators trying to turn shit into like Hollywood bullshit. Trying to turn YouTubers into celebrities, and it fucking worked, obviously, but like, ooh. Hold on, sorry, this is cute. Sorry. Cute. Sorry. Rain also made something. Sorry. Oh my god, this is adorable. This is so adorbs. Oh yeah, sorry. Ah! No! No! I accidentally closed the tab. Okay, there we go. Yeah, did you put it in the Discord? You did put it in the Discord. Let's see here. Sorry. Just like, what do you call it? Ryan made like some really fucking
Right art, guys, no way.
Yeah, he made like a really cute fucking profile picture, or profile, like, cute character. Anyway, his tail is long too. Anyway. What is this? Ooh. I need your pops. I need your Yos? Sunshine? I'm very confused. I'm actually not sure what's going on here. I'm very confused. I'm sorry.
Give me your eyes, I need sunshine.
Give me your eyes, I need sunshine. I see. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Na, 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 na. Oh, you thought that was only for the gay people? Haha, joke's on you, it's for the trans people too. It's called LGBTQ, bitch! You're a part of us! Anyway. You thought you could avoid that? Nah, you're part of us, bitch. Hey, you stuck with us. If you're sinking, we're sinking with you. Anyway. Sorry, I shouldn't have called you a bitch. Apologize. That might have been a little too much.
Person in the art right is me, and on the left is my friend.
Oh. No, you don't say. Sorry, Han. You don't say the character. No, you don't say the character with the trans flag is you. I really couldn't tell. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that this one's you. On the left hand side. Just crazy. I really couldn't. Man. Why? Sorry, is that too mean? I actually don't want to be like a jackass or anything like that.
Also, is my Twitch PFP fire?
Is your Twitch profile picture fire? Probably. Let me see. Hold on. 1 sec. Let me check real quick. Second. Hold on. 1 moment. Let's see here. Let's take a look real quick. I actually can't see it that well. Hold on. It's like super tiny. Hold on, how do I zoom in? Ah, there we go. That's how I zoom in. There we go. It's taking up like 10% of the 10% of the screen, but let me just take a look at it. 1 second. There we go. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god, my alarm's going. Oh shit. Oh, the fire alarm is going off. Oh, it's too fire. Oh god. Oh god, I need to put it out. Oh shit. Hold on. We get some fucking water real quick. Hold on. We just gotta. Oh god. Hold on. Wait, I need to put some water on that shit. Hold on. Oh god, I need some water. Hold on. Let me grab some water real quick. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's too fire. Hold on. I need to get that shit out of here. 1 sec. Hold on. Fucking. Oh shit. I think I actually switched it to the. No, I didn't. Okay. Oh god, hold on. I need to get that out of here. Oh my god. Oh, it's just setting everything on. Oh, don't look at that. It's setting everything on fire. Oh my god. All right, hold on. Jesus. All right, hold on. Let me just shut this thing up.
Kevin, spooky month was too much. Oh no.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh my god. Oh man, that picture was too fire. Oh my god, but man, that was crazy. Nuts. Hi Ryan. How was work? How's errands? How's your day in general? A very cute artwork, by the way. I love it. Very, very adorable artwork. I absolutely love it, It is super cute. This one is, I like how you made him a stuffy. That's really adorable. This was great. I love this. Love this. All right, hold on. But we gotta compare real quick.
THX.
We gotta compare real quick. Who did it better? Hold on. We gotta compare real quick. Who did it better? Is it probably you, let's be honest. But let me see if I can find it. I don't even know if I can find it real quick. Hold on.
Oh no, not a contest.
No, it's not a contest. Who said it's a contest? Psh. No, it's totally not a contest. I'm just, saying stupid shit anyway, just because, totally not trying to cause conflict for no reason. Hold on. Psh. Just, oh, it's not even loading. It's not even loading. All right, well, shit. Damn. I guess mine was like so bad that it didn't even want to load on me. God damn it. Oh shit. Hold on.
Nerd.
I know. Shit. I know, I got fucking dunked on. Can I have this go back a little bit? I can't even do it without the fucking pause mark. I'm fucking can't even get the right freeze frame. There we go. There we go. Alright. Gotta see. Alright, who did it better?
I still have your animation somewhere.
Yeah. It has a fucking load mark on it, but let's see here. Yeah. There you go. Is it? Let's see, who did it better? This one or this one? Don't mind the load mark. I couldn't pause it without it showing the buffering thing.
Animorphs you into a basketball and dunks you into a hoop.
Oh my god, damn. Oh wow, just hold on, did you say basketball? Hold on, did you say basketball? Oh my god, that's crazy because that's exactly, that's exactly what they show in this presentation of the PSP. Hold on, hold on, there we go, man, wow.
That's just true.
God damn, it just shows the basketball. Wow, that's crazy. My god, just like the 2008 2008 E3 showing of the PSP. Man. Yeah, man. And totally no other handheld that started with a D, middle of an S and an I by the end, just outranked it immensely. at all. Definitely not. Crazy. Anyway, all right, I need to zoom way the fuck out because like if I like load a page, it's gonna be like it's just gonna be have like giant letters. All right, yeah. Anyway,
I'm
all right.
back.
Oh, okay. Welcome back, Omsk. Hey, Omsk. Hold on. Omsk and phones. Hold on. You gotta rank us. Who did it better? Do you think do you think that this guy, you think that Ryan did it better, or do you think that this fag did better? You know, I don't know. I mean, this guy's kind of a fucking weirdo. You know, I
Oh, hi,
mean,
Omsk.
you know, I know that, you know, like push aside the fact that this guy is a fucking like weirdo and a dumbass. You know, put aside the fact that this guy's a fucking moron for just a second, you know, and just like, you know, and like just like, you know, just compare the visual, you know, like for a second, like you know, obviously I got like this guy has like no riz at all. That's what the kids say, right? You know, while this guy obviously clearly like has more you know, more flair to him.
Both are better than mine, hard to tell.
Both are better than mine. That's just also false, you know.
Liberal, liberal, happy fun, la la la.
Liberal, happy fun, la la la. Yeah, exactly. Anyway. How dare I? Oh my god, dang. Oh, those paw beans are huge. Holy schmoly. Alright. This one's just adorable. Dang, copying my eyes, I see. Wow, damn, you really just like, wow, I'm not saying that, wow, gosh, you just steal my eyes, I guess. No, I'm joking. Totally not like characters just don't have, you know, fucking ambidextrous eyes. Oh, this one's blue though. Hold on. It just looked like these eyes were more green. I don't know. Joking. Damn.
Oh no, we don't have evil phone, we have evil phone.
We have evil phone. We have evil phone. Yeah, exactly. You know, this one actually like
That's it, I'm
counteracts
making a color
himself.
sauna.
Making a color Sona.
That was one of my first cons ever.
First cons ever. Oh, this one? Ah, yes, your first con, stealing my OC. My god, wow. Ah, crazy con. You know,
Cons.
you got me. You got me. Wow. Oh man, you got me. You got friggin' I got conned. You know what? You're such a good con artist that, you know, we gotta really like, we gotta show somebody that was a bigger con artist at the time, the Sony, you know. Gosh, man, we gotta like outrank it, you know. God, I need to watch this freaking E3 to really show how to con people even bigger. Damn, that's when they got that logo. That's when they got that logo at the time. Because that logo was like still brand spanking new at the time. I am very surprised that a lot of stuff came out around this time. Con. Well, what are you talking about? You totally conned me. Anyway. Oh man, you know I can't argue with a good con. Anyway, I mean I can, but you know. Anyway. Oh my god. Okay, I should have said seizure warning. I am so sorry.
Jeez.
I should have said seizure warning. I probably just gave someone a seizure. I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. God damn, my fucking eyes. Like I just got fucking flashbanged. Jesus Christ. God damn. All right. Oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank at this time. Okay, Ratchet and Clank by this time was like fucking pretty old. Hold on. Ratchet and Clank in 2008 was like, okay, hold on. When did Ratchet and Clank come out? What the fuck? They're like, why are they showing Ratchet and Clank? I guess they're showing a lot of old games, but like, hold on. Ratchet. Maybe this was when maybe this is when the PS3 came out. Hold on, Ratchet and Rachel and Clank? Yes, Rachel and Clank. Hold on, what is Rachel and Clank? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. What is Rachel and Clank? Hold on, what is... That popped up with something. Oh. Huh. Wait, isn't her name just also Ratchet? Why are they calling her... Hold on, wait. Ratchet. Female. Hold on. Fandom... Ratchet and Clank. Hold on, her name's not Rachel, is it? Hold on. Why does she pop up when it's Rachel and Clank? Okay, cool. Well, thank God I was not showing my screen. Because, you know, I'm definitely seeing artwork and I didn't want to click on that. No, Rivet. Rivet's her name. Okay, Rivet. Rivet's her name. Why did she pop up when I typed in Rachel, like Ratchet and Clank, to see like how long Ratchet and Clank's been around for? But then like I got like I saw one of the autofills was Rachel and Clank, and I got like, why is there Autobots here? Why does this have Autobots? What is it? What the fuck? What is going on? All right. This is the Ratchet and Clank page. Why is there Autobots? All right. Oh my god, dude, the fandom website is really fucking funny. Holy shit, dude. God damn it. That is great, man. What the hell? This is like this fucking rabbit hole goes deep. Holy shit.
Got invaded.
Oh my god. Got invaded, I guess. Fucking Transformer, like fucking like there. I mean, to be fair,
Secret
probably
co-op? Hello.
that probably would happen in the fucking Ratchet and Clank game, where it's like the fucking like where they I don't know. I haven't played Ratchet and Clank too much. I mean, I played the original game, but then I just kind of forgot about it. I mean, there's like space aliens and like robots and shit, so it probably wouldn't be that surprising where it's like Ratchet and fucking Clank are like fighting like some kind of like some fucking Decepticons, like the small Decepticons, and then fucking Megatron comes in and just goes like boof, and it's like
They are Transformers in disguise.
Autobots. Yeah, Transformers. Yeah, it wouldn't even be that he like falls in. He would just be one of like the trucks that like drives on by, and then it's like good like fucking I don't know what fucking Megatron says, where he like comes in and he's like good good hustle there, young one.
Check
I
Discord.
don't know, or good hustle. I guess Ratchet's not young. Good hustle there, Meerkat. I don't know, something like that. Like I don't know what fucking Autobot would say. Good hustle, Meerkat. Now it's like we have I must show you more danger into like how to to help me with defeating the Decepticons. And then Ratchet would be like, what, me defeating Decepticon? What are those things called? And then fucking Clank would be like Decepticon. And then he would search his database and he would be like, no data found on Decepticon. And then fucking Ratchet would be like, oh yeah, well, because it's like we never find, it's like by bad luck, I'm kind of being more Sonic. I don't know. That's more like Sonic. Oh, what? Just like fucking Sonic. It's just Sonic and Clank instead. More like Sonic and Clanker. Badoom ching. Anyway, I don't know. I really probably just pissed off. I would probably piss off a lot of Ratchet and Clank enjoyers. Check Discord. Okay, fine. I don't know. Let's see here. Hold on.
Hey, Kohler, do you like my new sauna?
Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Wow, totally original. I love how you still gave him like the fucking thing of one of your other OCs. You still like you just didn't even give him like the regular tail. You gave him like the tail.
Where's Ratchet
of
and Clanker fans nowadays beyond a corner in the internet?
Ratchet and Clanker fans nowadays beyond the corner of the internet. Yeah, I mean Ratchet and Clank fans are fine, I think. They're just kind of they're Rooster Teeth fans, so you can't get into like you can't really talk about Ratchet and Clank without also like having somebody be really into like Ruby and what else? Like Ruby and just a lot of like, maybe not camp, but like, Ruby and like fucking red versus blue and they also are kind of the easiest okay, cool.
Ads.
God, I love when ads
Here.
happen. Gotta love that.
Ad.
His name is
Browse.
Monsoon Rainfur. Okay, guess we're just gonna wait. Actually, you know what? This is a perfect moment to take a piss. I will BRB. Hold
Okay,
on.
done.
Or not. I was going to take a
Add
piss. Yeah. What was it? I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, fucking, what was it? Yeah, no. So it's like, yeah, no, you would get into like Rooster Teeth fans, which basically are like the people that, they like Red versus Blue and fucking Ruby and Attack on Titan and shit. Like they love all that fucking, they love like that crazy shit, like fucking Kill la Kill and shit. all of that stuff, they really, really love it. But like, but they also probably, now don't get me wrong, I haven't seen these types of fans in a while, but I'm gonna assume that they are just Gamergate fans now, or they're Gamergate people now, because
What
like,
about my totally not Color Sons 100% original?
what hold on, what about my totally not Color Sons? Okay, sorry, give me 1 sec. I'll finish my statement and then I'll continue. What do you
You
call
can
it?
always force an ad when you need to take a piss.
Yeah, I can always force an ad when you can always force an ad when you need to take a piss. I mean, I can, I just don't do that. I just let it play automatically, because even if I try to play it manually, for some odd reason, the fucking ad still pops up anyway. So it doesn't matter. It's really annoying. Yeah, fucking, so yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Maybe they're fucking Gamergate. I don't know. I think Ruby fans, like all the fucking Rooster Teeth fans, are probably like Gamergate people now. Because unfortunately, I think that they're the easiest victims, because the only reason why I know that is because of Space King. Wow. You hydrated, you try to like hydrate, but again, disintegrates like usual. Somebody needs to really get a pot and like boil water on top of him and like cook some ramen, because I mean, shoot, before he tries to hydrate, really got to catch that. I know Nux did that. No, not Nux. Fox. No, wait, Nox. Wait, fuck. What's your sister's name again? I forgot.
That's what I've been trying to do.
That's what you've been trying to do? Well, shit. Well, clearly you don't know how to work a pot, and...
Nox.
Nox, thank you. Thank you. I was like, what the fuck? Why was I like... I almost called... Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why did I not remember Nox's name? Okay, yes, Nox, thank you. Yeah, sorry. The good version of Nux. Nux is a pedo defender. Nox is a cool, awesome Transformers fan.
Nox.
Yeah, Nox is a who's there? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, Nox is a cool, awesome Transformers fan that loves to draw art. And yeah, like probably that. So like far better than
Rhyme for awesome name, am I right?
Monsoon Rainfur. Well, here's the funny. I was gonna actually say something really quick about that. The funniest thing is, I do actually what do I call it? The funniest part is that I actually do have an alternative character, literally called that's like the opposite of Color Storm, where instead of him being like a dipshit like dark void creature that what do I call it? Dark void creature that has like a weirdly stupid anger issues and like a huge personality problem. Or he has just this really wild, hard to figure out personality.
No, it's totally original. Shut up, you are copying me.
No, hold on. Friggin' more complex personality. There's this alternative version that's like a bad version, like quote unquote bad. He's a good guy, I guess. Instead of him being like a bad guy, he's a superhero instead of like a villain like Color is, or like an anti-hero like Color is. He's like a Superman stereotype where he's where he basically does like the most 1950s ass he has the most 1950s heroine voice, and then and then he has a heroin voice, and then not heroin but like the drug, but a heroin voice, and he freaking and he rescues people, but only really for the attention, and he's super, and he loves all of and he doesn't really he has this thing where he's basically like a superhero, but then he does shit.
I wonder why everything started moving
reason.
like a comic strip suddenly.
Yeah, why everything started moving like a comic strip suddenly? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, freaking, he was pretty much he was a bad guy, or not a bad guy. He's a good, he seems like a hero, and he does hero tasks.
Since you said 1950 superhero.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yep. Yeah. So he's pretty much a hero, but he only does shit for the wrong reasons. That his dark underbelly is that he does shit for the wrong reasons, while Color kind of maybe a villain, he may be an anti-hero, but he's not like soulless, or he's not like you know, he's not like heartless. I mean, he can be in certain scenarios, but he acts more like a person, or he acts more like you know, a human being. I know that he's a dog, but he acts more like a human being and has like feelings compared to like, you know, Sunshine Grayscale, where he basically does like good, like where he does like shit for the wrong reasons, if that makes any sense. Like Color likes being, you know, more to himself, and likes, you know, oh, and Sunshine Grayscale is also straight. Dun dun dun. No, he's also straight, but he's also like, what do you call it? He's also like super fucking Christian for some odd reason. I don't know why I made him like super Christian, like not even Christian. I made him like Catholic, which is so ironic because, you know, like you know, I don't know. I made him like a super Catholic, and like I gave him all this crazy shit, you know. He has like a fucking like superhero cape and shit. So I don't know. Like, he looks fine on the surface, but then, like, you know...
I think it's funny how I have made a lot art for the channel. PFP, emotes, etc. Oh, who made this? Phones me, it's all me, ha 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 ha.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You're a talented artist, Phones. Yeah, I don't know. He was just like, I don't know. It's so funny because, like, you did genuinely... I do know that you were just trying to make, like, a joke, but, like, genuinely there is, like, I do have, like, you know, the concept for... Sunshine Grayscale is just this. He just is like instead of him being rainbow, he's like a black and white character that like has like a superhero outfit and like a super cape, and he's got like, and instead of him having like, you know, like a tail like Color where it's, you know, like rainbow, but it's like kind of like thin and, you know, like like able to move around and stuff. He's got like a big fluffy tail. He's got like his hair looks all neat. Like, he doesn't wear glasses.
No, Monoson is just fat and is a chud.
No, Monoson is just gay. Just a chud. Yeah, well, that's not great. Dang. Well, I mean, so is Sunshine Grayscale. He's kind of not a good guy, if that makes any sense. He's a hero, but he's not necessarily a hero for the right reasons. If that makes any sense, you know. I do want to make him like even more controversial because, like, to be fair, I probably could make him like, I could literally like really get deep into it and make him like a fucking Gamergate like fucking loser, you know. People that sound smart but then do the dumbest shit, you know. They're just confidently stupid. So I don't know. I'm confidently dumb, but, you know, keep certain things consistent.
As Mongol Color.
Yeah, Asmongold Color AU. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of, well, that's the thing is, like, I want to still, like, polish him up because, like, to be fair, like, Asmon Garbage just kind of doesn't take care of himself. And, you know, with Color, he's like a fucking, you know, he's like a stoner, and he's like...
Asmongold Color coming out soon.
Yeah, and he's like you know, he's got like messy fur, like Color's got like messy, scraggly fur and like scraggly hair, and he has like, his glasses are broken, and like, you know, and he doesn't really have like the best temper, and he has like a bunch of these problems. So then, you know, then I just make fucking Sunshine Grayscale like a fucking superhero with, like, you know, nice hair. Like, all he care, like, Color doesn't really care about his their looks, but Sunshine Grayscale cares all about his looks, how he appears, how like he cares about the attention, he cares about how people think about him, he cares about how you say it, he cares about like what do you call it, he only does shit for his own personal gain, you know. I don't know. Like, pretty much, I do want to literally, like, I know, call me crazy, making the antagonist of the series would be, like, not even an antagonist, like, just an antagonist, not like the antagonist, but one of the antagonists of the series just be fucking Flip's version of Color. You know, where it's like, yeah, Color sucks, but, like, you know, it's like, these people kind of just are not great either, and, you know, at least, you know, I don't know. Color is more based off of me, too. So it's like, I'm not necessarily like a great person, you know, but definitely I've gained a lot more confidence in my life because of people like Nuxtaku and like, because of the Epstein defenders, you know, the people that love Epstein. So I don't know why they just want to defend those guys. Ooh, aw, aw, aw. Ooh, It's a little smeary though. Wait, what happened here? Why is it like that? Definitely looks hand-drawn still. Sorry. Like, I just for some odd reason saw like smeariness, and I was like, oh fuck. No, this is human. Okay. It's consistent. The line work makes sense. I was like, I legitimately just for a second was like, oh god, no, please. No, it's not. It's fine. It's not like AI or anything. I thought it was. I don't know. Sorry. As you can tell, fucking AI has really triggered me. Like, for a long time. I just now have this fucking moment where I'm like, oh god, is that AI?
I came back with a new name.
Came back with a new name? Omsburb? Well, you are Omsburb, so.
Kohler, I know you're evil and stuff, BC, why would I be watching you? I'm evil phone. Come on, guys, B7T want a long suggestion.
Yeah, duh. You know. Yeah. I don't know. Color wouldn't necessarily still be the good. He wouldn't be like a good guy. He would just be, you know, he wouldn't be like a good guy. He would just kind of, you know, I know, ironic that like I'm putting my own self-insert in like in a fucking show, you know, but like, you know, I just like it is gonna be one of those things where you kind of like Amazing World Gumball,
I cut out the Terra Ryan part.
where you fought like Terra Ryan on. Oh, okay, all right, that's fine. I mean, yeah, I think that looks a lot cleaner and nicer. So, I think that it's what do you call it? I don't know. Like, yeah, I know that that's, you know, it's bad to put like your own self-insert and make it's like, oh, well, you're your own protagonist. But I'm like,
what do you think Evil Phone would be like as a character?
what do you think Evil Phone would be like as a character? Well, let's see. Your character is like a phone head character. Well, he would not be like, because your character is like supposed to be like a analog horror thing, like, right, or like an SCP kind of thing. So, or like a creepypasta thing. So it would be the opposite of that. It would just be like it would be like a content farm character, if that makes any sense. Like, have you seen those like fucking like shitty like Amazing Digital Circus like content farms? It's that shit. But like, it's just that shit with phones, you know. It's that shit where it's just like, it's a character that like looks like, where he still kind of looks similar, but he like there's clearly something off with him.
It's not pronounced phone, it's pronounced phones. You forgot ABT me, I am crying.
Pronounced phones? Did I say phone? Sorry, pronounced phones. I apologize. Yeah, no, like where it would be how you say it?
I already made my anti before, but it's lost to time.
Anti before, but it's lost to time. I mean, you could always make a new one. It's up to you, you know. The only reason why like people make anti characters is because a lot of times like they have to show like what, you know, they have to show that it's like, hey, if the character like, because what you get is a lot of people that will probably bitch about the character that you have, so people make an anti character to basically show that it's like, you know, people make an anti-character to show like, hey,
I prefer not to. You know, I prefer Fireburb.
This is like, it's like basically the anti-character is like all the people that bitch and never are satisfied. That's essentially the thing where it's like, it's never the people that basically give criticism and are like, okay, yeah, well, I would change this and this and this, but then like they do that and then they're like, oh no, change this and this, and like they keep complaining and bitching and complaining and bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching, and it's like, you know, so then people create anti-characters to basically shit on those people sometimes, you know. Sometimes they'll just straight up just create the audience character. Like, you know, like fucking the ice cream cone, like the fucking yellow ice cream cone in Amazing World of Gumball, where she's just like a fucking creepy like stalker. Like, that's essentially.
Do you
like,
want my song suggestion still, BTW?
Do you still want my song suggestion? Sure. Okay, I need to take a piss, so I will be back. Hold on. I need to take a piss. Oh god.
Blink. Okay. Imagine having normal human internal organs. What a loser. Verb made of verb in lava.
Anyway, yeah. Here's also kind of the problem that I also recognize. I may never be able to, I'm also going to change the name of the series if I do. I may never be able to actually finish the fucking series because I recognize.
I just have an endless black hole
So
inside me.
I looked at like the budget, or I looked at like the budget of Amazing Digital Circus. I know that that's not like a standard I should hold myself by because I'm not trying to make a show that's like so in depth and shit. But when I looked at like all their budgeted stuff for 9 episodes, it cost $3 million. They had to spend $3 million to get this. They had $3 million like with this show, like that to finish the show. They had to fucking spend $3 million. Ow. They had to spend $3 million on a fucking TV show, like on YouTube, which is like, not like, I'm not saying that that's what like they started with, but like to have a show with that high of quality, you have to spend $3 million. That is insane.
Happy birthday!
Don't get me wrong. They obviously sold way like enough like a ton of merchandise for that, and took like the Netflix sponsorship and like the and took like the freaking Fortnite thing and all the game stuff and all the cameo stuff and everything. There's so much shit that they like accepted donations for, or got the funding for. But like I genuinely cannot tell you how fucking wild it is that like I don't think people understand how much like a TV show, like an animated show costs. Yeah. It cost them $3 million to just fully finish it. Like not just the one episode, but like all 9 episodes together. 4 hours of animation cost $3 million. iPhones, welcome back. It cost them $3 million, dude. And I know that sounds, I'm like, bro, how the it's like no fucking wonder. No wonder people can't just make animated shows or video games and shit, because it's like, I don't know how the fuck anyone can I don't know how the fuck anybody can make anything that's that good. Then it's like,
I'm good phone.
Like I just, and this is kind of the thing is like, is like,
No evil.
Sorry, high evil, I guess. Evil, sorry. Since you want to be called Evil now, haha, Ching. You're stuck like that now. Congratulations. Yeah, I just think the reason why, what do you call it? I think the reason why, I don't know. Yeah, it just...
Were you just looking up how much TADC cost while in the bathroom?
So looking up how much the Amazing Digital Circus cost while in the bathroom? No, well, I was looking at it earlier, what do you call it? I was looking at it earlier today because I genuinely was kind of looking at all
of...
of...
if I'm bothering you.
I'm kind of... Oh, sorry, you're good. I was genuinely looking at... I was looking at a lot of their budget and their how much it costs for the cast and how much it costs for all technological stuff and animators and songs and just everything, dude, everything in the goddamn show. And it's it just the numbers just kept adding up and adding up and adding up, and so on average is all the episodes have had different varieties, but episode 1 was obviously the lowest, which is crazy, which obviously makes sense. But then it's you go into the other ones, and it's on average, it's if you were just spread them across all the shows, it would be $300,000 a fucking episode. There was one that cost $700K or some shit. I was like, dude, this is insane. This is insane. It costs I'm just bro. Oh my god, dude. There was one that was like nearly $1 million, and I'm like, for one
Pizza!
episode. There's one that was nearly like one for like a full episode, and I'm like, brother, I know that it's not like, I know that doing something like that is like not like, obviously that doesn't have to be the budget for everything.
No wonder these indie shows are so rare.
Yeah, dude, it makes sense because like it costs so much money to make a show that good. I can now just like, the irony is, you remember how we watched the fucking stupid pilot of like that fucking Freedom Toon show, Oh my, this is cute, man. You got some cute artwork. Yeah, like how a lot of the where's the song again that you posted? Can you post it in? Oh, I guess Share Your Music is kind of meant for custom music, huh? All right, that's fine. Wait, where did you post it?
Linked.
Linked? Where?
In chat.
Oh, you put it in Twitch chat. Can you put it in like internet culture for me or something? Or shit posting? Or submit video to watch or something? Yeah, I just genuinely like...
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, like I genuinely wanted to like, what do you call it? I don't know. It's so interesting because I was always curious why animators like, because for years I was like, God, man, there's a lot of animators that just like really like just make pilots and then it doesn't like fucking go anywhere. Like, you know how many fucking pilots there was for like the year that like Digital Circus came out, or like the couple of years that Digital Circus came out? It was like fucking, it was like, there was like 20, 30 different pilots, and I still like, and a lot of animated pilots, and I never really
That explains
like,
why.
yeah, I never, yeah, and I was like, God, why? I'm like, God, man, like,
I hope you like this song, it's my fave.
none of these shows commit to anything, and then all of a fucking sudden, yeah, no fucking wonder, it cost $3 million fucking dollars, man. It's like for 4 hours of animation, cost $3 million. That's 9 episodes. That's it. Like, that's like, oh my God, no wonder corporations have such a chokehold on the entertainment industry, because it's like, and I get the idea that people could be like, oh, well, Obsession and what do you call it? Obsession and Backrooms and Iron Lung was like a budget under $1 million. Yes, I understand that. But those movies had live action in it. It like animation takes hours upon hours upon hours upon days upon weeks upon months, and then you have to like, and then even with all the animation, you don't even use all of the animation, and then you don't even use all the sound effects, you don't use all the songs. Yeah, exactly. You don't use all the songs, you don't use all this shit, right? Like, you just don't, like, you don't. Now, I get that film also has that, but it's like there is so much leftover garbage with animation, and there's so much fucking, like, so much bullshit that happens that it's just so hard to do. So it's like, it's so hard to just like get all the pieces together because it's just a mishmash, right? And then you have to like somehow figure out how to tie it all together while still pacing it correctly. And that's really hard to do. It's like, and just the Amazing Digital Circus cost, like, it just makes sense because now that like I know that I used to talk about this stuff before, but it's like, I thought just a lot of it was like, oh yeah, it's like celebrity cast voices and like, celebrity cast voices and like...
So go all in for one episode or slowly die off one episode at a time.
Yeah, and then corporations like I thought like a lot of like entertainment corporations used to be like, I just thought they were wasting money on like celebrity voices, and I thought they were wasting it on like, unnecessary like animation pipeline bullshit and like multiple writers that like tend to have like conflicting writing problems. But this was everything done right. Like, they had like a very specific like couple of writers, I think, like, or very few writers. They had a small animation team. They had a small like executive team, which is still also animators. Then people that ran it, people that funded it, people that like did all the like fucking probably legal shit, let's be honest. Just a bunch of shit, dude. A bunch of shit. And it's just like, it cost $3 million for 9 episodes, and I'm like, oh my God. And you could be like, oh well, yeah, it's 20-minute episodes. that's average for most TV shows. Like 15 to 20 minutes is average for most shows now.
Do you like the song?
Yeah, I loved it, dude. I like it because it's more. It was more like traditional versus like, what do you call it? Versus just like, I don't know. It didn't sound samey. I like music like that. That's not an endorsement to send me a bunch of other music, but music like that. But just saying. Yeah, I just genuinely think, like, I don't know, dude. It's so ironic because I'm like, bro, it doesn't kill my creativity, but it makes me realize why a lot of artists tend to just do content creation and just make like small animations here and there. Because like, brother, making a full animated full-fledged, well-written animated show with crazy good writing and good pacing, like a voice cast that people haven't heard of but are good voice actors, and then not to mention a fucking what do you call it, not to mention and then of course like all the animators and shit. It's just like everybody, every moving part. Like, this show worked so perfectly, and I'm like, and that just makes me so worried because I'm like, because Knights of Guinevere and fucking like Gameoverse and shit, I'm like, brother, like, good God, like, just, they obviously have like a huge buffer because of the Amazing Digital Circus and made fucking bank from it. But like, it worries me because that also means that they're gonna probably, like, with certain shows, they're just gonna take a loss, and it will be kind of difficult, like with certain things where they'll have to like eventually do this thing where it's like, okay, we can't take certain risks with certain shows and have to do something that would work well but not be like too ambitious, kind of thing. Because right now they're just giving the most ambitious people like money, right, to make a show, right? Like, I get that, right? It's great. That is a great thing. But holy fuck. It's like, if it costs that much for a show, if it costs that much for the Amazing Digital Circus, how much does all these other shows cost? Because fucking, I get, like, 2D animation is a little bit easier than 3D animation, to be fair. It is a lot easier, so maybe Gameoverse doesn't cost as much, but, dude, like, I mean, just, like, fucking, I don't know, man. I like
So Glitch technically has a
Gameoverse.
monopoly over the indie movies.
Glitch technically has a monopoly over the indie movies. Yeah, pretty much. Because it's like, yeah, because most will just fail.
I mean,
you
show.
know? Yeah, overshow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, God. Because I mean, every single episode has over 100 million views, and that's just people I watched on YouTube. That's not including people I've like seen it on Netflix. Like, it's just, it's so immensely popular. And don't get me wrong, the pilot of the pilot of Gameoverse does really well, right? That's fine, right? That makes sense. It's fair, right? But like, you have to recognize when something is a first start in a series, typically the views like nearly go down to like about 10% of those. So YouTube probably doesn't even pay them that much anyway. Like, it's hard as hell to do that shit. And it's like, just 49 million, really. I guess, to be fair, this one was in theaters, so I guess it kind of was that's a little bit on the low end. But like, you go to fucking, how you say it?
I mean, this is kind of the thing that YouTube did. Slowly made others in the competition slowly fail till they were the only ones left. That's kind of what's happening with Glitch. I still like Glitch, but yeah.
Yeah, I do too. It just is very unfortunate because it's like, yeah, they just, I mean, I don't blame them. They just, like, to be fair, the guys that made SMG4, that's who's the quote unquote CEOs, right? That's who's the main people, right? Of Glitch Studios, right? The main people are people that were very passionate about YouTube back in 2011. People that made like fucking SMG4 videos, right? Like, they were fucking dudes that, and then made like a really interesting, unique series that I personally wasn't a fan of, but like, not Amazing Digital Circus, but the SMG series or whatever the fuck, and that was interesting, right? But then it's like, you just start getting into stuff like this and you're like, holy fuck, man. It's like, It's like this was such like 445 million views for the pilot of Amazing Digital Circus. And then even then, every single fucking video makes over 100, like it's around 100 million views or more. That's so many fucking people. Like this obviously doesn't happen that often, right? And like, so that obviously doesn't happen, right? That's super, super rare, right? Because that's just nobody ever even hits like even a few 100,000 after like a fucking show like this, right? Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Yeah, like it's like, even then it didn't even have that much of a drop off. It still had like a pretty consistent amount. This just doesn't happen, right? Like it was, obviously, but it still went down to like what 90%? No, 10%. Yeah, it went down by 10%. 10%. No, it went down to 10%. Sorry. So yeah, it went from viewership of 445 million people and then went down 10%, right? And then it went down to 10%. Cool. No, wait. 25%. Yeah, 22.5%. So it went from 445 million and then went down to 25% of its cast, or 25% of its cast, 25% of its views, right? And sure, that's fine, but you also have to consider how many people also buy merchandise. Probably not many. You have about maybe 1% of those people that buy merchandise. Now, that's still a lot, but like, that's still a lot of fucking people, but it's still kind of scary to think about, right? So now think of Gameoverse, right? You have about maybe, I don't even want to say that 25% typically will watch it. I will say maybe like 10%. So instead of having 27 million people watch every episode, you have 2.7 million people. And then you have to have that by 1%. And that's like 200,000 people that might like look at the merchandise. And then you have like less than 1% like fucking buying the merchandise probably. And now you've got yourself like, maybe perhaps like, 20,000 people you rely off of. And still that's enough because obviously like 20,000 or well, let's see. Or 200,000? 200,000, sorry. So you have 200,000 people, and you multiply that by like fucking, well, what did I say, 0.1%? So 27 million times what? Times 0.1%? I'll even go 0.01, so I don't fucking, 270,000 people is what you have a pool of. And then like, and then not everybody's going to buy everything, but let's say everybody spends about like $20, right? You got 5.4 million. Okay, so God. Yeah, so it's like you're making okay. That is still a lot, don't get me wrong. This is me like really, really making the assumption though. This is making the assumption that everything goes right? And that like, the episode, like that they don't have a bad episode. That doesn't typically happen, but let's say they don't even have a bad episode. You just like start getting into things like, what do I call it? Let me grab the calculator. There we go. Hold on. Hello? Calculator. Hello? Calculator. Are you gonna show up for me?
Where did everyone go?
I think they left. Because I'm kind of doing math right now. The fuck? Hello? Excuse me? Okay. Can I, like... Hold on. Control S? That didn't work. What? Why? Okay, I guess I'll just do it with Adobe then. Not Adobe, I guess I'll do it with my other window. I don't want to, but hold on. Calculator. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I mean, so even assuming that, each episode is liked, which is not going to happen because there will be like a bump, like there usually is like an episode that typically, like an episode or two that people are like, this is kind of dumb. And then but then they get reeled back in. It's not going to be a perfect show like fucking Digital Circus is, It's got like fucking, God. So it's like what? The show, so Digital Circus costs $3 million, right? But to be fair, it is also a 3D show. So it, I actually don't know if that would cost more or less. Because the 2D show, you need to hand draw everything like frame by frame by frame by frame. Even with certain technical tricks, might be a big problem.
I think 2D is more.
Yeah, you're right. It might be. God, so
Let me look it up.
they might break even then. Yeah, 2D I guess can be more. It really depends, I guess, on the artist. Which these guys are professional artists. They're senior artists, so and they create good shit all the time. They also know how to work 3D as well, so they'll mix 3D and 2D together. They've already done that in this show, so that's good. That's good. They save a budget where it's needed. Like there are some 3D models here. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, wait. I thought there was 3D model. I thought there was at least some 3D models. Okay, that's a 3D model, right? Oh shit. Oh shit, no, that's 2D. It's either
Never mind, it's less.
It's a really well drawn over 3D model if it's a 3D model. Okay, that's a 3D model. Okay. Oh my god, that scares me. Yeah, okay, so it's a mix of 3D and 2D. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Phew. Okay, I was really thinking this was like a full-fledged hand-drawn like 2D show, and I'm like, fuck, dude, this show is so fucked. No, we're fine. Okay. They are using some 3D assets. Oh, thank god. Okay. I was really scared for a second because I was like, if this was all 2D, we're so fucked. Like, this show is so fucked. No, okay, we're good. Okay. Okay, just a big phew, Okay, that's good. That's good. That means they'll be saving some budget. All right, good. They'll save some money on the budget. Okay, good. They can at least, like, save some time.
2D takes less money to produce.
2D takes less money to produce? Does it? Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I mean, all right. So, did it say like a percentage on how much? Or we'll say it takes about maybe 80% of that instead. So, or it takes 80% of the budget or 70% of the budget. So, yeah. So I mean, okay then. So even if it takes about 80%, it would still be like what, 2 mil? $1 million? That's a lot more achievable. That's way more. It doesn't sound like that's achievable, but believe me, when you have like the attention that Glitch Studios has, that might be fine. Yeah, I don't know. Lackadaisy was like that, so I don't know, dude. Yeah, so I mean,
2D is around 1,000 to 15,000 per minute, while 3D starts at 10,000 and can easily go past 100,000.
Okay, cool. Good. Per minute? Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's see. So per minute is, this is a high budget show, right? So let's let's grab another calculator. I'm gonna show probably 2 of these, but it's fine. I have to grab another window? I do. Hold on. I have to pull up another fucking window. Hold on a second. Calculator. Alright. Okay. So let's see here. So we got... Okay. Alright. So this show... Oh my god, it's longer too, though. That's the difference. The Amazing Digital Circus was only like 20 minutes typically. This one's longer than fucking Amazing Digital Circus, which is even more scary. So look at that. Hold on. Like, because look at that. It's like fucking 32 minutes. Jesus Christ, man. That's... I mean, let me see. Not including the... Okay, and they make custom artwork for the fucking credits. Great, thanks. Awesome, cool. God, oh, God, this is scary. This looks like has another studio behind it at least, which is good. So they also make a lot of they probably will have a lot of
I would say 13,000 per minute.
Yeah, so 13,000 per minute. This is Glitch Studios, so it's gonna be a lot more. This is this is like really high budget shit. You have to remember. It's like 15K per every 30. Okay, let's say 38, and then we'll do like maybe like, maybe like a few, we'll do like 1,000 for like the ending credits. So multiply that 30. What was it? 30 minutes. So yeah, 30. Hold on, 32 and 25 seconds. It's not half, so it's about.
Then again, 13,000 per minute is 1.3 million in an hour and a half, and then some.
See, 13,000 per minute. Really? Oh, you're right. That's 400,000. Hold on. Digital Circus costs about 300,000 per. You have to remember too. Like I said, there are certain episodes that cost like fucking. There was one that cost like 700K. It was insane. Hold on. Let me see. Amazing Digital Circus again. Sorry, I'm not gonna look at episode 1 because that one was far cheaper. Let's see. So, 25 minutes on average. Yeah, all of these don't even break 30 minutes except for the last 2 episodes, or last. Well,
I
they
can say
do
easily
in
go
the
past
last
100,000.
3. Yeah, so easily get past 100,000. Yeah, so yeah, these episodes are longer than fucking. Oh, dude. Yeah, these episodes are even longer than Amazing Digital Circus. Not much longer, but a little bit longer. God. Okay, fine. We'll say like maybe you're right. Maybe like 13, maybe like I don't know, 10K. God, because it's still indie, right? They are using 3D models, which saves them like on budget. That's a good thing. I'm so glad that they use 3D models because I cannot tell you how much like how bad this would have been if this was like all 2D. The shit would have taken forever. They are using 3D models on occasion, which is good. That's good. That saves some budget. So like, so the show can save itself a little bit. And then what, you got 32 minutes. What, put 0.35. So we got oh fuck, dude. Gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
It would probably hit 14,000 without the free stuff.
Yeah, 14,000 without the free stuff. Yeah. Even then, even with like the budget that's saving, it's the same fucking amount.
Okay,
oh,
I'm back,
dude.
and I got a room. So yeah, my mother's also in the same room. LMAO.
Oh, dude, mother's in the same room. Oh, I'm sorry if your mother has to watch my show, watch my stream. I apologize. I really hope that I'm not like too much. Yeah, dude. I mean, the budget for.
Hi.
Hello, welcome back, Omsk. Oh, dude, yeah, and they'll have 9 episodes too. Oh man, oh that's rough, dude. A 3 like. And that's the thing is, even the last episodes might be.
She doesn't know English.
She doesn't know English? Okay, good. I don't mean to say good, but you know what I mean. Like, freaking, so... Yeah, so they're basically... So...
Times that by 9 to get an expected amount.
Yeah, they have their... Well, here's the thing. They might only do it in 8 episodes instead of 9. So, they may do it in only 8 episodes instead of 9. I hope they only do it in 8 episodes instead of 9. Because the 9th was like a red herring. And they, and it was like mostly like 2 episodes combined together. So it was like, so it was a red herring, and I don't think that they're going to do that again. Where they put in theaters and shit. So we'll say the average 8, right? We'll say 8 episodes, right? So this show would make...
Yo, Color, I gotta ask.
See.
How are you? Because I'm good.
I'm alright, honestly. Kind of getting massive anxiety about a show that's, what do you call it? That may not make it, About
exactly, since that 9th would be cut apart into longer videos so you don't say the episodes are the same length.
No, well, here's the problem. So, the movie was a huge red herring. They didn't ever expect to have the show ever be out like in theaters, but because it was so good and it had such crazy support, it had a reason to exist, and it was able to make its money from that shit, dude. It was like really, really good. This, I don't think is going to do that. I don't think this will ever do that. So, what I'm going to do is subtract like the freaking, how you say it? Subtract like, 5.4 million and subtract that by the amount by 8 episodes, right? And then they'll probably have like a longer like finale, but it won't be like what do you call it? But it won't be like Amazing Digital Circus where it's like in theaters
Also,
and shit.
do
and
you know
goes
who
to the
Pymations is?
highest amount.
Like, the guy that made Suction Cup Man.
Yes, I do know who Pymations is.
That's still 2.9 mil.
I'm Suction Cup Man. Look at me go. You know, fucking, fuck you. No, fuck you. Sorry, fucking love Suction Cup Man. Suction Cup Man. He even has his own theme song. 2.9 mil. Well, no. You have to remember that it's gonna probably not be as impressive. If that makes any sense. It's not gonna be as polished. Like, it will probably be like the same amount, honestly. Well, let's see. Probably, you know what? We'll say, for the sake, we'll add like another like 70K to it, because it probably would need like a little extra work done since it's the finale. And
Anyway,
they'll probably
the guy
have like
animates using
their own
rigs. And A&M2 files are also rigs.
guy that animates uses rigs and for what? Oh, for Suction Cup Man? Yeah, Pymation. Yeah, I know. Yeah. 2.6 mil. Okay. So okay, cool. So they're still making a profit, just not very scary profit, but okay. I mean, yeah, you know, oof. You know, at least they're making a profit, so that's good. I don't know if that's really I mean, that's God. For an indie studio, that's fine, I think. To be honest, like they'll have an extra buffer, but like Amazing Digital Circus obviously does the heavy lifting. So they have a baseline, you know, they have a baseline. It made them so much fucking money. It made them bank. So like, you know, so this show will probably be the same. Like, this show will not be the same amount, but like, again, it will make a profit. So this show should be able to be good. Like, that's what I was scared of because of that shit. But I think as long as, like, you know, even at like not the worst case scenario, but like a semi really bad case scenario where it's not as popular, which it isn't, but like a semi bad worst case scenario, even when it gets like has like some bad episodes, it will probably make like a $2 million profit, which I know sounds like a lot, but like, you know, that doesn't even fund like a
But they'll be skimming the barrel if they make another show as detailed.
Yeah, pretty much. They'll be skimming the barrel if it's like, if they make another. Well, yeah, it will take like I said. I mean, it will probably.
Also, I'd say the easiest job for me would be restocking shelves at a store. So like, just putting items on their respective shelves.
Yeah, well, not really, because there's like very specifics and everything. Walmart is a good example of like, you know, people that underpay their workers and make them do more work than they should. It's fucked. Especially if you work in the freezer section, you have to work so fast to make sure shit doesn't melt. Yeah, like, just genuinely, how do I say this? Yeah, genuinely, like, pretty much they need, like, Amazing Digital Circus gave them this huge fucking buffer, right? Because, I mean, how profitable, I mean, they probably don't have the actual profits because they're not, like, because they're a corporation, but they're not, like, such a large corporation that, like, that people can figure out how much they make.
I deserve horrible things, lol. Hi.
Hi, Jolo. How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Did amazing.
But
Nope,
yeah, I'll only get a job at 24, so I got a lot of time LMAO.
24? That sounds really late. Usually you get a job at like 18, 16 sometimes. How much did the Amazing Digital Circus make?
11 bits. 11111111111.
The
money. It's not about the body.
Yeah, I know it's not.
It's all about my hemorrhoids.
I know me. I'm just saying, but I like it when my shows succeed so they can make more stuff. Ooh. Oh, this is
What
just
happened?
no, this is just the theater. This is just the theater.
Well, remember the time I said I finished school at 24? Yeah.
Nice. And Fortnite. Finished school at 24. Oh, wow. Okay. It's a really late time to finish. Well, you're in college. That's probably college though. Still, merchandise from they got the Netflix paying the sponsor, the Amazon paying them, and then they had call it yeah, they had the merchandise, Netflix, Amazon paid them. And they had like yeah, Fortnite thing. Sorry, just trying to put it like rake in all the fucking amount. Let's see, how much do they do all together? Let's find out. Which they raked in. I mean, it's probably not like, you know, they're an indie company, so it's kind of hard to figure that out. Okay, let's see here. Netflix.
Nah, I go to a
Amazon.
neurodivergent school, and I'm going to do life stuff at the same school as a replacement for college, I think.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so just from the theater alone, it was 36 mil, but obviously there's like a lot of fucking extra like fees and shit you have to pay to be able to have it in like a full-blown like theater thing. And then they get about, let's see, so they'll get about probably 50%, 40% from Fortnite. So like about, say like $10 on average. Let's see. Trying to see how much of a buffer they have. It's always like really scary. Scary, quite contrary. Anyway, let's see. So trying to like think of everything. So let's say that maybe they pocketed about like I don't know how much they would have actually cost all this shit. So they pocketed about 20 mil. Where's the fly? The fuck? Where's the fly? Oh, there it is. It's like, the fuck? Wow, that took a while. Yeah, so yeah, I'd say they pocketed about 20 mil. You know what? I'll say half. Cause I'm like, they, you know, with them, they probably made it with half at least. And then, God, merchandise. So, fucking, let's see. Let's take fucking their whole fucking catalog. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, no. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 11, cool. So there are 11
Yay,
million.
doggy. Yay, colorful doggy.
11 million people plus 11, Jesus Christ, 1.1 billion, sorry. Jesus Christ, wait. 9, oh my god, 1.1 billion, okay. And then divide that by 1%, like less than 1%, right? 1.1 billion people. You know what, I'm gonna take the like ratio for people that actually interacted with it, and we'll see. So, like, you know, I'm just gonna take one from, you know, take one from their most average one. Say from like their very middle of the ground one. Kind of put that
11
shit
bits.
together.
It ain't about the money.
Yeah.
It's not about the
I know.
body.
I know me, shut up.
It's all about my hemorrhoids. Need to pay for my hemorrhoids.
Okay, let's see here. 3.2
Kid Ryan
million.
89 just rated the channel with 7 viewers.
It's a party.
Oh, thank you, Kid Ryan. Sorry. I'm freaking... Sorry, I'm literally like trying to figure out like the budget of like how much Glitch Studios actually like has left, because like I'm
I'm like very much like I really like Game Overs, and I'm trying to see like how much of a buffer they actually have because like Game
Yeah.
Overs, because I really like Game Overs, but I'm like really worried for it because like glitch like because like they'll have like a buffer, but I'm also like kind of like curious about the about like how much of a buffer they actually have from this shit, from like their you know from like merchandise sales and stuff, and I'm just like putting all the cash together, seeing how much that
What's going on with Game Overs?
with Game Overs. Well, so it's not necessarily Game Overs. It will like what do you call it? It will skirt on by, but
Glitch earned
I
$40 million USD with the Digital Circus Theater premiere.
so pretty much in order for basically Digital Circus to what do you call it? Glitch earned $40 million. Yeah, but that's not including like theater fees and like the voice actors and the the animation, and like you're not putting in like all of the production plus like the freaking like fees that like the crazy fees that theaters charge and shit for indie studios. The reason why I know this shit is because like when Dick Figures came out, it was like the same kind of problem. Like it's what do you call it? There's
Digital
a lot
Circus.
of
Digital gaming win.
yeah, there's a lot of like crazy moving parts in it. And like I'm trying to see how much of a buffer the studio has now because of Digital Circus, because obviously it made them freaking bank. But like I'm trying to think about this because like okay, in future shows, like if like they have like a couple that fail, because that's just bound to happen eventually. Like if they have like a couple that fail, like how badly will it like damage them? How badly, like how much of a buffer do they have? How many times can they make that mistake? Because because I don't want this studio to fail. I don't want Glitch to fail, dude. So it's like I'm not saying that like as like a bad thing, like it's going to happen. I'm just saying that like it's like it's just very interesting because this is one of the very few like things that will like this is one of the very few studios that actually can compete with like giant corporations, and I like that. I like that it exists because they actually care about like and they care about art, and it's fantastic, dude. So 100,000, 110 million, okay, 1.1 billion, multiply that by 0.01. Let's see. Okay, Jesus Christ. All right. And then like what? Let's just
You're a nerd when you hyper-focus on this.
Oh, I am a nerd. Okay. I cannot tell you. So, freaking, like my community can definitely tell you this. I fucking love art. I may not be an artist, but I absolutely love art. I love art, dude. It is like it is like the most like
that froze my brain for a minute.
Cartoons are like the best thing in like that have ever existed in history, and I freaking love it. So it's like, so I go into like deep dives on a lot of these, on like anything that involves like art, like whether it's video games, whether it's like indie animation, whether it's whether it's even just like basic like YouTube videos, like content creators.
You
and
as an
stuff.
artist though.
Yeah, I am not an artist though. No, I am not, unfortunately. I am a trash poster. I make trash posts, but I don't actually do
Same,
much.
I love art, especially ABDL/Babyfur.
Yeah, I'm all right. Oh, whoop, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I freaking love art, dude. So like, I am a huge fan of like anything artistic, even like, yeah, like, I love I even things that people find bad, I freaking adore it. So I adore anything with like entertainment that's animated. So I love animation. I love even still art. I love stuff like that. I love when people express themselves. I have like a Discord where there's like, what do you call it? I have like a Discord where like everybody freaking shares me their art all the time. Like, what do you call it? I have like a Discord where these people, like, where people just like blatantly, hold on, sorry. Where's the other calculator? There it is. Yeah, where people just like blatantly like share their stuff, and I just freaking love it, dude. It's like God, it's like the greatest. God dang it!
Rip ads.
Freaking ads. So I'll wait for the ad to finish. Anybody want to tell me when the ad's over?
That was fast.
Cool. Glad to hear
Ad's
it.
gone.
Cool. Good.
Back from
Yeah.
ads.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, the freaking, you know, it's like there's just people that make like so much freaking artwork of stuff, and I absolutely love it, dude. I freaking love art so much. I love it so much. It is my soul. I like, you know, it is not just a
There was a red
hobby
guy.
for me.
Like,
It is
on the
a
bottom of the art channel.
bottom of the art channel. Where? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me see. There we go. Ding 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 ding. Anyway, that one. Is that what you wanted me to do? Sorry, hold on, wait. Sorry, one more time. Stop posting about Among Us. Anyway, all right.
Who was
sorry.
that?
Who is that? It's one of my viewers, or one of the people in our community.
Wish I could stay longer, but need to sleep.
Yeah, you're good. You have a good night. You have a good night, Kid Ryan. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Yeah, I freaking absolutely love art. If you like art, you will always you know, this is definitely the channel for you, because I adore every single aspect of it, even when things just are really dumb. You know, like even
Who even is
very
that guy though? Like, the red guy? Night Y'all ZZZ.
and is that guy? You know, good question. You know, who's that mysterious girl? No, what was that? What was that one? Who's that bitch? Who's that? What the frick is the name of that song? Like, who's that guy? Fuck. What's the name of that fucking song? Oh, I also curse a lot too, so I apologize. I curse a lot, so fair warning. You know, so I'm not too family friendly, so unfortunately, I'm very sorry. You know.
But yeah, who's Zen in your redeems? I do know if you said Zen, I missed it.
Who's Zen in your redeems? I don't know if you said it. I missed it. Zen is... Zen's a different person. There's Ryan, which is the one that you saw of the artwork, but Zen's a different person. He's a real life superhero. He helped, or if you don't know, I don't know, it's really crazy. There's like this whole community called RLSH where they basically like go around like just doing community service. It's fantastic, dude. Like most of them do community service. There's certain ones that will like help with certain other things, but most of them usually like go around and kind of like they go to like council meetings, and they like sometimes, and they'll like you know, help like, you know, feed the homeless, and help like freaking, you know, help people you know, help like bring light to things that are important, and just help like people out when they're struggling. It's nice, you know. Like they're not like people that like kick ass on the street. They're not really that kind of thing. That's a rare thing, but I guess, you know, they're not like vigilantes. They're just people. Like, how do I say it? They're charity workers, but they don't really have a charity. They're just a group of people that their whole fandom is based off of helping people. That's their entire thing. It's so awesome. Like, they basically make stories about like them being like superheroes, and like having these superhero names, and these like superhero backstories. And then they basically just go around and they just do community service. It's so cool. It's such a freaking awesome thing. It really, like, you know, like fills your heart, you know. It really like makes you have faith in humanity more. It's so awesome. Zen is one of those. He's more in one of the rural areas. So he like kind of helps around like with farms and stuff. But God, dude, he's so neat. He makes like all these gadgets and shit, like just with like scrap metal. God, like they're so interesting. Like, you know, it's a really hard thing to get into though, because like, you know, you have to kind of be like a person that, dare I say it, a person that's not selfish like me. You know, you can't be a lazy person like me.
I once drew a red guy too. LMAO.
Ba-doom-ching.
Done every time I see the name Zen for a character, my brain freezes for a MIN Zen is the name I give the personification of my intrusive thoughts. And my brain makes the connection.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, Zen is a what do you call it? Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a chill guy, man. Even though his name is Zen the Vigilante, he's not really a vigilante. he's a chill guy. He's freaking, you know, he's a hero, and I like that. You know, I think he's really just like a hero. So I don't know. It's cool. Okay. Anyway, back to, sorry. You know, I apologize. You know, back to back to crunching numbers for a second. You know, I know for all the math heads, you know, you guys really like hated me
Chill
not
guy, isn't that every person in your community?
chill guy. Isn't that every person in your community? Some of y'all can be wilds, I'll say. Some of y'all get chaotic. The moment that a new person typically enters, you guys you guys didn't do it this time, but the moment that a new person enters, you like fucking go crazy with the sound effects and like make it like as insane as possible for like new people to come in here. And then I have to tell you guys to chill out because that fucking new person like gets spammed with like a shitload of sound effects and like destroys their ears. You know? I don't mind it when you guys are just like on your own, but when it's new people, I'm like, you guys are really like
Replying to Cubeaco008, Kiki. I once drew a red guy too. LMAO, surprisingly, I don't has many characters that has lots of red done less bane covered in blood counts which it probably done.
No, not really, but hey, that's okay. I like they have you have the edgy characters. Okay, sorry. Anyway, okay, let's see. So, okay, let's see. So just from merchandise alone, huh? Really? Is that really true? Wait, no, sorry, that's the amount of people. Sorry. Okay, okay, so that's the amount of people that probably purchase it if I'm making like a prediction, and then multiplying that by even people that bought like the most minimal.
No, not that. Bane heard by others or Zhao who cannot see glass and keeps running into it.
Ooh, jeez, I am so sorry. That sounds like that hurts. Okay. Damn, okay. Okay, there we go. There's a good buffer. 10 million. Okay. That's just for merchandise alone. Good for them.
Yeah, Zhao gets hurt the most.
Even with like all the how much it
Hold
probably
on.
cost
I
to
see the
make
purple
it.
guy SKYKS guy. The ferret. Or I don't know. The sidebar. Yeah, I see it. Cool glasses LMAO.
Oh yeah. I see it. Okay. Okay, merchandise sales. And then Netflix. God, how much did Netflix pay for licensing fees? Probably like what freaking Netflix would. God, how cheap is Netflix? How much would they actually pay for licensing fees? How much do they usually pay to like pay for licensing? Because what, Disney probably fucking costs way too much. I'm not trying to put them on the same pillar as Disney, but like, trying to think here. Like, you have what? So probably, let's be honest, Disney probably didn't pay them that much. I don't know, actually. How much did... Not Disney, sorry, Netflix. Netflix and Amazon both paid them. So, like, let's see, licensing fees for that. I mean, let's be honest, Netflix is pretty cheap about a lot of things, so they probably did, like, something like fucking 5 mil or something. This is, like, a really, really popular series, though. Probably paid a lot. Let's say, like, 10 mil. Let's, like, be generous. Say they paid 10 mil, and then Amazon probably also paid like a way cheaper amount, probably did like, I don't know, like let's do 6 mil. And then, okay, and then there's the Fortnite commissions, like not commissions, but the Fortnite like thing where they get like on average
wait, hold
like
on.
10
Can you check that
bucks
server's general chat
per
real quick just to
bind.
see if the MFS there did anything over me being gone from it? LMFAO.
What do you mean? Where? General chat. Which one? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh god. It's that guy. Yeah.
The Control F thing.
Control F thing? Control F? What do you want me to Control F? What do you want me to look for? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Then they have 141. Okay. Let's see. They have
My
a
username.
lot of
LMFAO.
their username. Okay. I don't really want to be honest. I'm sorry. I'm about to transfer these people to a different stream in just a moment. They probably already left though. Yeah, so I mean, okay, sorry. Let's see. Fine. All right. I don't even have fucking patience. Okay, find you. Ugh. Too tired for this shit. I'm sorry. I just don't have the patience right now. Says the guy that's like, crunching numbers right now. Let's see. So I have about 141. And probably the Fortnite ones. That's probably not going to be a lot. Let's see. How many people
Just
play
type Cubeco
Fortnite?
008 in there. LMFAO.
Let's see. Let's take 100,000. Oops, sorry. Actually, I'm gonna add that 2.72 real quick. Plus 2742. That. Let me add that so I can actually use this other calculator so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just too lazy. I'm sorry. Sorry, Quebeco. I'm too lazy. All right, and then take that, and then multiply that by, not multiply that. Okay, and they have that. Cool. And then, how many people cross over with Fortnite and an Amazing Digital Circus? Probably a lot, to be honest. It'll be probably all the teenagers. What, there was like 2 mil that fucking liked it, so we'll say
Alright,
that.
I guess not. LMFAO.
We'll say,
I bet they didn't care though.
I'm sorry. 2 mil. We'll say like all the people that take the effort to hit the like button on frickin' YouTube are gonna do it, and we'll say the average is like what, $5? Like multiply that by $5 because I don't think it's gonna be any more than that, and then another 10 mil. Okay, so, all right. So they actually, whoops, not negative. Okay, so turns out Glitch will probably be fine for a while, because if each show even costs the same amount as Digital Circus, which it never will, but let's say even if they could have a lot of failures, so they can afford a lot, and they'll make like a profit back from that shit every time. So it's like, even with everything that's going on right now, they will they could fail like fucking like 10 times over. They could fail so many times and be completely fine. Thank fucking Lord. Yeah.
Also, one guy there said Mario is peak. I agree.
Yeah, so they could literally fail with 51 shows. That's good. So they can, even if they fail with 51 shows, they will still be fine and not make a profit from 51 shows. They'll be okay. That's good. That's really, really good. That's a good thing. That means that, even then, let's say they even have like shows that have like an average of 12 episodes. So like what, like, say they have an average of 12 episodes instead, like the traditional amount. And like, so even with 3.6 million and fucking what, so 153,742, and then divide that by fucking how do you say it? Then divide that by like what do you call it? Divide that by 0.6 million. Yeah. So yeah, they'll be able to fail 42 times. Like 40, so, which is never gonna happen, but like, let's say they had like 42 different shows, and they like, and they could
Wait,
fail
hold on.
that
Does
many
that moderator
times.
guy still exist? LMFAO. I'm talking that bling guy. Same MF that made fun of me BTW.
I have no idea. Wait, no, I'm just getting into that would be just getting into drama by this point. Yeah, so, so yeah, positive news. Fucking, Glitch Studios will be okay. That is
I made
fantastic.
a new character yesterday right after finding a new game. Casualties unknown. It has cool characters. To XP Remets, which is why I made a character of Kali. But yeah, spent 3 hours reading stuffs from Wiki, about 2 looking at fan art and a video on gameplay. I only have it about a fourth of the way done, but I got important parts done. To arm kinda done, tail done, head done, legs halfway done. And a notes doc for M. Sorry for text wall.
You're good. Yesterday, right after finding a new game, Casualties Unknown. It has cool characters. The Experiments, which is what I made a character of, Kali, but he spent 3 hours reading stuff from Wiki about to look at fan art and a video on gameplay. I only have about fourth of the way, but I got important parts done. The arm kind of done, tail done. Ooh, okay, that sounds cute. Sounds very cute. Good job.
Casualties
Glad to hear
unknown. Oh right.
Good on you.
The XP. I want that MF to be real because funny.
Yeah. Good on you, man. Good on you. Or them? Not sure if you're talking about your own project or not.
Replying to Cubeaco008, casualties unknown. Oh right. The XP. I want that
Alright,
MF to
I
be
guess
real
you're
because
not
funny.
your
Yeah,
own.
to Spies. Das Wakali is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. It sounds... Sorry, it sounds freaking adorable. Yeah.
Itoki.
Sorry. Yeah, God, man. So, so yeah, just remember, freaking, just remember, if a fucking, like, game developer, like, a game developer or a freaking, like, person that makes a TV show, just recognize that, like, if their goal is,
Don't
like,
have to redo wounds a little bit because I learned Day has yellow blood, not red.
had to redo wounds a bit because I learned they had yellow blood instead of red. Whoops. Yeah, that can happen because usually red blood sometimes just doesn't work for. I think like YouTube catches that shit, so they try to make it streamer friendly now. I don't know. It's always weird with that. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Freaking. Yeah, like. So yeah, I mean, Amazing Digital Circus is, or not Digital Circus. Yeah, so it gave them such a freaking buffer that, like, sorry, not a buffer. Sorry. Yeah, so like, so just realize, I guess the life lesson here is basically just like, if someone hits a goal of like 2 or 3, like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, just realize all of that is going to be spent on the fucking, on a show or game. Just realize all that shit gonna have like $0 left. And if they make like another thing, just recognize that they're probably trying to like pay bills again. Like they basically will get no buffer like fucking Amazing Digital or like
It lore stuffs.
Studios
Red blood
does.
is in game. Juice rare and used as a key for some stuffs. Dex Spies has yellow blood DOS made mostly of chemicals.
I gotcha.
Anyway, wait. Do these MFS even do anything? Like, the MFS in that server?
I don't know. I would not know, man. Probably not. Okay. Let's see. Or stuff red blood is in game just rare and used as a key stuff? Huh. Interesting. Oh. Interesting. It's kind of like with me where I want to make where with characters or with my own show, I want to make characters that have instead of red
Fun
blood.
fact, I has 43 finished characters, 300 plus unfinished.
Jesus Christ, why do you have so many characters? Yeah, it's kind of like what I want to do with
Good ideas.
It's kind of like what I want to do with my own show where it's like, it's like I'm never gonna make it or be able to make it with, just because we were talking about like budgeting and shit. But it's like, where I want to make like characters instead of having like red blood, since it's in like a digital world, they'll be like spewing code instead. Like the blood will be green, but it'll be like code, and they'll like fall apart in code. Kind of like how what do you call it? Kind of like how like Gameoverse is, where it's like a bunch of pixels.
Anyway, yeah, that drama is in the past now. Like, the time the mod of that server made fun of me. Yeah. I is cursed with ideas all the time. So I never has time to finish and also I steal in that idea if okay.
If okay. You're also stealing that idea? I mean, go for it. I swear to God, if you make a fucking, I swear to God, if you make something that like becomes extremely successful, if you make something that becomes extremely successful, you better share that. You better go back. Like, I will share you a clip of this, and I'll grab like that stream or this stream. I'll share a clip of it, and you better spread it around. Because I literally came up with that idea on my own. So I know you can't steal an idea, but at the very least, please, for the love of God, at least like clip me or something, and be like, this is who I took it from. So at the very least, I don't know. I can be like some stupid voice actor.
I don't want to be popular, please don't curse dead on me.
Yeah, I mean, me neither. Nobody wants to be popular, to be honest. Nobody. No artist wants to be really necessarily popular. The only reason why people like have the only reason why like people want the attention for like to be able to make their dreams come true, but they don't want to like actually be like a celebrity or anything like that, but they don't get the choice. You know, fucking Goose.
Also, I never met a furry nor fursuiter in real life. So yeah, I bet they're lovely though.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I mean, I would know, but that's I've had bad experiences, so that's just me. How do you say it? What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, like, friggin' no artist wants to really be like a content creator, right? Nobody wants like, you know, a ton of subscribers and like a massive fan base. I mean, hell, didn't like Gooseworks themselves, like I don't know if you've seen like a bunch of people like having like seeing her like really frustrated on like Twitter all the time or Blue Sky and shit, and like posting shit all the time on like forums and shit and being like, God, it's like I fucking want to kill myself like every single fucking time. Like she literally just said that every time. It was like every single fucking thing, because like the fan base was so fucking insane that she's like, God, I just don't like, it's like I did not want my show to get this popular. This is so fucking nuts. It's like this, like I like when she finished the show, she was so ecstatic, and all the fucking there's so many people posting memes about like what do you call it? Posting memes that like a bit like making her going like, man, God, I'm free, I'm finally free, and I'm like, yeah, you are. Fly away, little birdie, fly free, because oh my God.
So yeah, I'm staying neutral unless I get a hug from a fursuiter. If that happened, I'd love furries, as if I don't already do. LMAO.
Yeah, freaking,
But yeah, I would gladly take you as a VA for an anime working on. I has insane-ish side. Riot Bane voiced by me, Brawly, Shy Burb, a wolf with a high ego, an Ateshi cat. Which currently the only girl OC I has an Arobo DOS kinda like 10 in 1.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't not like a full blown voice actor, because I'm not that I don't really have like a good voice. You know, I don't really have a good voice, and like I have to practice again. It's been a long time.
Oh.
It's been a long time, but I'll do a cameo voice, if that makes sense. Like at least
voice actor. Damn.
You know,
where Johnny?
Like I said, just like, you know, share a clip first, and then if people, you know,
stream refreshed and I got to add.
Yeah, and then if people fuck. Damn it. Okay. Guess I'll wait a second.
What you said?
So
sorry, Aenith.
No, you're good. I was saying that you know, if an ad or not ad, if like you know, like I would do like a cameo voice, but like I said, like first the clip, and if people actually want me to like cameo then sure, then I'll do like some like really stupid, like really few second cameo thing where like, you know, I voice like some like background character or something that only has like one line, and then I'll like, you know, then I'll just like go away, you know, so then I won't have to like, you know, I'll do that shit, and then we'll be fine, you know. Like I don't know, because I don't want to be like, I'm not really like, it's kind of like with Psychic Pebbles, you know, where it's like where he like does a bunch of cameos for a bunch of shit.
Which one? Deep? Hi. LMAO. So, not the anime planning right now.
So not animation I planning right now. I know. I'm just saying, if that ever happens and you actually do that, you know, just fucking, you know, I'll gladly give you like a voice or something, or I'll gladly like be like some stupid cameo and that of like some random character that says something, you know, even if it's not that important, you know. I don't know. It would be funny if you gave me like a character that's like I am a troll, so like, I mean, if you give me like a character that's a little bit more like just really stupid, and like, or like something that's like not like a full-fledged character, but like one of those like cameo characters where it's like very clearly just like supposed to be something that's just like really like screwing with the audience, that would be the kind of thing I would have, you know. I can't really do too many voices, so
Kiki. Trolling. LMAO.
yeah. Even if I use like my regular voice, like I have to like fucking I had to like practice how to actually do like a regular ass like how to do like a voice acting voice, because it's very different compared to like my own. So like
Ducky would love Shade / The Corrupted.
Love Shade / The Corrupted? Probably. I wouldn't know. What does it sound like? Does he sound like this? You know? Or does it sound like he has like or does it go like I can do like Napoleon Dynamite. Freaking idiot. No.
No voice.
Oh, he doesn't have a voice. He's just silent. Okay.
Corrupted. Terraria biome.
Yeah. Freaking idiot. Idiot. I used to be able to do EA Sports, but I can't do it anymore. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me give it an attempt. E. 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 No. All right. Sorry. E. E. A. Sports. No, I can't do it anymore. E. A. Sports. It's in the game. I can't do that anymore. No. E. 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 A. E. See, I don't have that part of my throat anymore. Like it's like, you know, I got older, so I can't. Even though the guy is like an old man, like an older man, I can't do it. E. 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 A. Sports. It's in the game. I can't do that anymore. E. 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 A. Sports. It's in the game. Can't really do that. I can't do that for long periods of time though. So, E. E.
A visitor?
E.
Indeed.
E.
I have slept long enough.
E. Yeah. I always used to, I don't know, chat used to love when I did that, but, you know, obviously I've kind of done it 50 million times, so. Sorry, one more time. E. Anyway. Me when I freaking, you know, me when I stub my toe. E. Me when I fucking smack into a door. E. Wait. Fucking. Fucking punch out character like freaking I don't know, run like I don't know, smashing into or getting like fighting Little Mac when he punches him. E. Sorry. All right.
Dutso. The corrupted and its fragment, Shade, both talk through physical words only seen by the person it directed to. Anyway, speaking about
Me
voice
when
acting, it got Johnny.
Gianni? Hold on. Me when I'm trying to teach freaking chat the alphabet. E. Me with the anime alphabet anime. E. Anyway. Me when trying to do a vision test. E. Anyway, have I killed this bit yet? You know, have I made you all tired? Okay, I should have ended stream 40 minutes ago. I am going to transfer you guys to someone else because I really need to end stream, and I am like just fucking, you know, going head first. Hold on. Go to.
Okay, bye. Take care.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna transfer you guys to somebody. Okay, that doesn't really. Come on, man. Not you. Freaking.
But the corrupted is originally scrapped character from about 5 years ago. Came back on its own. Got the idea from Defile Jews app Aaron into wrong folder. Dunno bye.
Let's see. Well, you're good. Hold on. I'll answer that first. But the corrupted is originally scrapped character from about 5 years ago. Came back on its own, got the idea from Defile, just appearing in the wrong folder. Okay. Interesting. So it just kind of went to the different one. All right. Let me transfer you guys to this person. Let's see. This person's a coder. Oh shit, no, she's doing 3D. Oh god, she's developing a video game. Or he? Wait, is this a man or a woman?
Duck them to be scrapped. To use characters.so made it real.
Hold on. Is this a guy or a woman? No, this is definitely a lady. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, this is a fucking game developer. I don't know why. I've been rating a lot of game developers lately. I don't know what's up with that, but you know. Hold on. Yeah, give me 1 sec. You guys don't have to stay for it. I just, you know, I just always need to connect with people sometimes. So, I think that's the right person. Yeah, it is. So I only have 2 people. Oh, okay. Never mind. Cool. Alright.
Done. If you want more info, we could talk through whispers. I fine with it.
Yeah, I would say, oh, that's for, let's see. Yeah, I mean, you can tell me next time. I just, like, I'm just gonna, like, pass out, so, because I already showered, so.
Okay.